Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back live with another live stream. We're here. Debate show. Feels a while, man. Been a while. I think I've done a debate show, man. So, yeah, man. Looks like the, well, it is the Euros is coming towards an end. Copa America's coming towards an end. So, yeah, man, we're going to hopefully get back to our schedule and get these shows firing, man. So, big up to everyone who's locked in. Over 400 here. Big up Staffy for the raid. You know what I'm saying too? And yeah, man, get these likes up, man. ASAP, man. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, man, them. What we saying, man? Double A. Big up CK. Big up Staffy. Big up, you know what I'm saying? Griggs in the building. What you lot telling me, man? Everyone good? Everyone good? Big up, man. Zispom's as well. What you telling me?
Good, bro.
Doing good, man. Doing good. Excited to be here. Been back after a little while. But talking Zirkzee, talking United again. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Can I just, I've got a bone to pick with someone on the panel. Can I just get to it straight away, Saeed? Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Staffy, you've heard my DM, bro. I just wonder why that's the case.
I didn't hear your DM.
Have you got back to me?
Did you send me a DM?
Yeah.
Bro, my DMs be a popping, bro. I'm sorry. Let me go.
Oh, well, there we go. I apologize, bro.
No, I'm going to go check it. I promise you. My bad.
So,
I thought you was going to say something about Sancho. I was like, oh, there we go already. You're already picking a bone with me about Sancho.
Oh, no, bro.
Come on.
Best player in the world's back at United, bro.
Yeah, there you go, man.
I swear to God, when I saw the news, one of the first people I thought of was you. I was like, yo, Double A is just like, he's shadowboxing right now at his crib. He's pissed.
Bro, see, the thing is, the stuff with Sancho, the main thing I've said about Sancho is against the people that were backing him over United. The actual situation of Sancho with the manager, which we'll speak about, I'm actually happy that resolution's come to an end. And listen, if we get Sancho playing to half of his potential, by far the best winger we have at this club, mate. So I can't be upset with that. My only issue with Sancho was that I felt he disrespected the fan base and obviously the fans that were backing him over the club. That's all, bro.
You know what it is, and maybe let's just start already if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Because I went live obviously before this, and listen, we're gonna see a big split, and I'm not saying between us; it's mainly the chat. I saw people saying, yeah, Sancho won. He stood on business, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, I don't really care. Then I saw people saying, oh, look, he eventually apologized. He ran back like a puppy. And I'm like, I'm just so confused. Most of the people that said he should have apologized from the beginning, now you're clowning him thinking I don't know, by the way, that's true. I actually don't know who apologized or what happened. But let's just pretend that actually it is true. He approached and again he apologized. Why are you clowning him for something that you said he should have done? So is he the bigger man for doing it? Or is he basically like a little simp for doing it? Like, I don't get it. People's mentality just makes no sense to me. I'm happy that both of them have settled the beef. I swear I didn't even give a shit who approached who. I'm like, you know what? They approached it like grown-ups. I don't know who put them together in a room and said, settle it up. But I was happy to finally see that. They act like grown-ups. And people are just trying to still continue, oh, fuck Ten Hag or fuck Sancho. I just don't get it, bro. This fan base just drains me.
There always has to be a winner and there always has to be a loser. Someone always has to come out on top. Someone always has to lose. Rather than it being two adult men doing what we would, most of us have probably done in our life and resolve an issue and get on with it and get on with your life. There has to be a winner. There has to be a loser.
We all won out of this.
Depending which side of the fence you sit on, it's Sancho or Ten Hag. But at the end of the day, United potentially, hopefully, have got the best winger back. So to me,
you know what? Actually, before I let the rest obviously say their opinion on this, we won either way, and I'll tell you why. You either get to keep a player, and as me and Griggs were talking about this earlier, I said we kind of get to save that money on that winger and now invest it in areas that we need, which is a midfield and a back line. So invest that there. Or now that actually they settled their beef and he's going to go on preseason tour and hopefully he plays well, you can actually sell him still at the end of the summer if a better offer comes in, and you're making more money that you would have made than from the beginning than when he was like beefing basically with the manager, because everyone knew we were desperate to sell him. So they were never going to come in with a convincing offer. Now you could potentially make some more money off it. So it's a win-win situation whether you keep him or sell him. The way people still made this a negative thing, I'm not going to lie, it just pisses me off. And I'm someone who gets called negative all the time. The fact that I found positives out of this and people don't, it's just weird. I really find it weird.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Listen, this is why for me, like people always assume that I've took Sancho's side. I've actually been in the middle. I said, yo, if Ten Hag's called him out, and I've said this to you double A time so many times. If Ten Hag's called him out, I said Sancho's got every right to defend himself. I've made it clear from the jump. That doesn't mean I'm siding with Sancho, nor does it mean I'm siding with Ten Hag. I just wanted the best outcome for the club. And I was like, listen, first of all, for me, the biggest one was John Myrtle. He should have got them both in the room and said, listen, put this down right now. Let's get this sorted out and let's call it. Because one's a talented individual. And at the time, you know what I mean? Ten Hag, you know what I mean? We just started the season. So for me, it was like, I just feel like there was a disagreement somewhere and it just needed to have that kind of conversation. It didn't happen. But for me, like Staffy says, everyone's won now. We go back. There ain't no point scoring. I see people out there putting tweets out there saying, now we're going to be back in Sancho. And nah, mate, it ain't about that. It's done.
Maybe
settled now.
Maybe
there's no. Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, it could be even more simple than that. Maybe, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. He's been away. He's come back and it's all lovey-dovey again. Do you know what I mean? They want to be all pally-pally. At the end of the day, United have solved the problem in that we weren't going to get a winger. We've missed out on Elise. There's no other rumours of anyone. We've gone and got a winger back that looked like he was out the door. A lot of us, myself included, never thought he'd put a shirt on again, training kit on again. Never mind the football shirt on again. The fact he's now available, apart from Monday for pre-season, can only help this club move forward. And it seems like, listen, you know, there was rumours of Ineos would take every situation from the previous regime at face value and evaluate it themselves. Greenwood was mentioned in that. Seen the Greenwood, for me, we got the right solution on that. And maybe they've done the same with Sancho. They've looked at it and said, listen, and you can believe it's hard to say which way it is. Is it the fact there is no one out there that wants to buy him, can't pay the wages, or they've looked at it and gone, this is one of the most exciting youngsters in world football 3 years ago. How we can't justifiably just get rid of him without running the rule ourselves. And I think listen, he's caught life, he's caught a second chance, whichever way you want to look at it. It improves this squad massively. So you as a United fan, you can't be upset with that, no matter what you think of how it's happened.
You know what's mad? Yeah, it's true. It's true. Big up Adiwale for the generous donation, man. Big up to you. Says, how can anyone watch how Rashford and Garnacho played the whole season and say we can't use Sancho? Even looking at the numbers, Sancho scored one less goal than Rashford and Garnacho while playing far less games with better ball retention. I think, listen, you know what it is with me? Like, I think, you know what I mean? Like, I've got this kind of thing with Garnacho that I think his temperament is good. He hasn't got the ability of Sancho and maybe Ahmad, but the temperament and his kind of hunger is what I like about him. I've said that from day one. But at the same time, like you said, Double A, Sancho is one of the most talented wingers we've got. Like, period. You get me?
I think he's the most talented, bro.
Can I say it's a pleasure to be on the panel with Xavi Simons in the top right corner? Like,
you see that banger I scored the other day?
Yeah, bro.
We're linked with him, man. We're linked with him.
He's here to tell us his decision. Exclusive on Saeed TV. We'll get the decision.
We'll get the decision, man. Xavi Simons.
We had the LeBron decision like 10 years ago, and today we have the Xavi Simons decision.
Come on. It's a pleasure. You know what? The whole Jadon Sancho. Yeah, man. Jamar, man. Bring it up, man. It's not our best winger, I don't think. Ahmad is, in my opinion. I'd rather start with him on the right. Personally, I know people. You know what it is? Even if you had Ahmad and Sancho as the right winger options, you got Garnacho and Rashford as the other options. Now you got Zirkzee and now you got Højlund as options. The thing is, you can mix that up and make it balanced as much as you need, but it's still lacking that something for me. Do you know what I mean? It's still lacking. Like, people say, oh yeah, we can play one touch, I touch, you touch, Zirkzee, Ahmad, Sancho, and it's like, yeah, but who's running in behind? Who's getting us goals? Starts playing all tippy-tappy in that, but where's it coming from? So it's just, I don't know. I mean, it's good. You know, Man United won at the end of the day. Nobody else. Took Omar Barada one day to sort it, and Dan Ashworth a week. We move on, innit? It should have been squashed time ago. It just goes to show the incompetence of humans that were at the club at the time, at that point, and just couldn't resolve it. Let's just see what happens anyways, like, because as long as I don't get to see Anthony touch that pitch, and I don't care at this moment of time.
Now we're talking.
I just hope we prioritize the midfield. The midfield stinks. It still stinks. It's nice going to get your fullbacks. Nice going to get your centre backs. How about some midfielders? Because we need about 2 of them, maybe even 3 by the end of this window. I see that the youngsters coming now. He's been promoted to the first team.
Collier.
I don't expect a lot of him, but if we can bring him into the fold as one of the options that actually can play football, let's see. Anyways, I'm still optimistic. I believe Ugarte will come, but he's not everything we need, man. We need some technical athleticism there, like Manu Kone, as I keep saying. But a profile like that would be nice. It would be nice. Would be nice.
Big up Jason says, surely this means Anthony's gone now. Bro, if Anthony goes, man, I'll give 50 subs on this channel, man. I swear down, bro. Like, yo, bro, I'm celebrating. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh, I'm hosting a party at NYC if Anthony gets sold.
If Anthony leaves, we're hosting a party.
No one's taking those wages, bro.
Me and Saeed coming over if you're hosting.
Go pull up to NYC, man.
More than Griggs.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like, ain't happening, man. But you know what, though? Do you reckon anyone's got involved in this, or this just been a situation? Because I kind of made a theory on when I did the video is that maybe the hierarchy maybe got involved and said, right, let's settle this. Like, Griggs, what do you reckon? Do you reckon it's just a case of Sancho just saying, you know what? I want to make things right. Let's chat, boss, and let's just basically, you know what I mean, call it a clean slate. Like, where do you think the decisions come? Because, like I said, if you said this a month ago, bro, it would never have happened. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, forget a month ago. If you told me this 4 days ago, I wouldn't have believed, because everyone kept saying Juventus, right? Everyone kept pointing towards Juventus, getting Sancho. Maybe we get like the Keza back in a swap or something. I do think that the hierarchy, I think Muppeteers also kind of hinted at it, like real men in the hierarchy group. Like I think AA Cast mentioned, like no disrespect to Murtaugh, like, but this is even about football. And matters, like, as a leader of a group, like Murtaugh, Arnold, them guys, they don't hold the candle to the likes of Ashworth, Brailsford, Wilcox, all them guys, Barada, and they probably told Sancho that they probably met with him, be like, maybe they try to explain from Ten Hag's perspective in a better way, in a more mature way, and they probably explained to Ten Hag maybe how he went wrong about it, and they basically put him in a room, and I'm gonna use Oski's favorite term. They told both of them to give it up and just get over it and get on with it, because the best thing for Man United is if they both get over what happened in the past. It's a new year, it's a new season. It's a new fresh breath of air at the football club in general, and forget about what happened in the past. Work as a manager, work as a player. And in my opinion, I still don't think Jadon Sancho really has a long-term future at Manchester United.
Same.
In my opinion, but the best case is kind of similar to what happened with Harry Maguire last year, right? It looked like Harry Maguire was pretty much out the door at Man United. He ended up staying. He played this season. He played pretty much well for the most part, and it looks like his price has gone up a little bit. We could hope that with Jadon Sancho. Obviously, I do think the wages are always going to be a huge issue when it comes to selling him, but he performs a really good well at Manchester United. Hopefully a Premier League club, which in my opinion is the only kind of club that can really afford Sancho's wages, can come in for him, and we can get maybe 40% back of the fee that we paid for him. And next season, which I think will be more in for wingers, because I know Cass mentioned like we're still missing a winger. I agree. We're still missing kind of like a winger that can end up being like maybe like a superstar. But this season, the priority within Man United looks like it's a spine. That's what most teams always like to prioritize for. It's the spine, not really a winger. The only winger we've been linked with is Desiree Doué, but Bayern are already launching bids for that.
Bayern after him, yeah.
Yeah, so we pretty much lost that race. There's not really any other winger that I look at and be like, let's.
No, I think we're linked. I think the wing part's fine. It's up front. I'm worried about the goals up front. We'll get
the goals, man. Trust me, we'll get the goals, man. That'll come for the wingers.
We'll see what happens, obviously.
Will it though? That's the big question.
That's the aim with Zirkzee. That's the aim where, you know, we have a focal point and then we kind of get the goals around him from the wingers. That's
how do we know? But what if he doesn't adapt in the first season?
That's a lot of pressure on a young man again. Do you know what I mean? That's similar to Hoyland last season. Got that pressure being a goal scorer. You put the pressure on. No, but I'm saying, but if you like Cass said, what if he doesn't hit the ground running? What if it is an adjustment period? Then it's we've wasted money on someone who can't do the job that we want him to do. I think
not necessarily a waste, though. In my opinion, like you're not playing. I think that's the thing with all of these sort of deals that we're going in. It's like they're all like, process is all good. Like we're not spending 50, 60 million on player. We're spending 35 to 40 million on solid buys. Like I don't think that if Zirkzee doesn't score 15 goals next season, we're going to be like, oh, we wasted money on him. If he plays like solid and has like,
I agree.
The quality I agree with that. We know he has.
when Tony's on the market, I think people will say it's a waste of money because just go and spend the money and go and get a Tony who's going to score you them goals in the Premier League. But I agree. I don't think it will be a waste. I don't think it'd be a waste, but I can see the headlines already because every time United buy a player, no matter how much it is, it's a waste of money.
I think with Zirkzee, though, I was gonna say with like Zirkzee, I think United fans, hopefully, I think Zirkzee is probably gonna explain because I've seen his Twitter threads on Zirkzee and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna chat to him. We're gonna chat to him now.
Yeah, with Zirkzee, like United fans need to stop expecting like 15 goals. If he can get double-digit goals, for me, it's a success because this guy's impact will be quantified by how the players around him really play because he's expected to pretty much unlock Marcus Rashford to get Marcus Rashford back to the Marcus Rashford of 2 seasons ago, the way Whitehorse did. Garnacho maybe on the other side, Ahmad, them kind of guy. Bruno Fernandes, who we've seen, his best at Man United has come playing with the striker of Zirkzee's profile. That's what Zirkzee's real impact will be quantified. If he gets 10 goals, fantastic. Even if he gets 8 goals and like 8 assists, that's still a good season. And if Marcus Rashford has 15 goals, Bruno has 11 goals, 12 goals, that's what Zirkzee's impact for me will be justified by. And that's what I'm going to grade him on. If he gets goals, that's great. Obviously, I've seen a few people do like their Twitter threads, the tacticals. I've seen Arsenal fans put up graphs. They try to bring graph talk when we talk about I hate all that shit. Yeah. They gotta give it up with that. But with Zirkzee, I'm going to let Ziz take the floor with him because I know he's done more research on him. So, yeah.
Before you go, where Adiwale says, want to see Ahmad playing in the 10 role, Sancho right wing, Zirkzee, and striker Rashford left wing, ball, silly. Well, what's your best front three, Zispom, before you talk about... Because obviously you need to look balance in it. It's about balance, man. What's your best front three?
Okay, Zirkzee, let me put it like this. Zirkzee is... I don't think I've been this excited about a player at United in maybe 5-6 years. And this is how, like, when you guys were talking about, like, whether it translates to the Prem or not, usually there's some signs, right? Players either... Everyone talks about like, the physicality of the league. Zirkzee's 6'4". He's almost 200 pounds. Strong as an ox. Extremely, decently fast. Can run behind. But it's also like the technical level with him. It's extremely, extremely high. Like you wouldn't expect someone his size to be moving, to be dribbling the way he does. And the last part, which I think is the most important thing, how fast he thinks, how good his decision making is. Usually those things are the things that lag behind when you switch to the Prem because everything is like half a second faster. People are going to get at you quicker. The spaces are going to be smaller. The presses are going to be more aggressive. But Zirkzee, I think he has the technical, mental, and physical levels to adjust decently well. As you were talking about the front three, this guy is a genuine anomaly and he can play as a 10. Like he's not even like a pure striker doesn't even do him justice. The guy, a false 9, I don't even think does him justice. I think we'll honestly get the best out of him with him playing behind Højlund and Rashford. Whether that means... Like, so what I've been thinking... Højlund would be at the 9. Then Rashford off the left. Then it would be Bruno on the right coming in. So it's basically like Zirkzee and Bruno are the 2 10s with someone else on the right holding with. So Dalot would come up at times... make like runs kind of like Walker does at times. It's more like a Frimpong role though. It's like dynamically getting there, not just staying there the whole time. So Zirkzee with him, not only is he a really, really creative player, it might sound crazy to say this, but like I've literally watched 10 full games of this dude play. The closest thing I can say just based on how intelligent he is Karim Benzema after Cristiano Ronaldo left Real Madrid. That's it's not just creative passing with this guy. It's not like Nicholas Jackson where it's just link up play. The guy genuinely thinks like a midfielder. He organizes teams like a midfielder. Saeed, I don't know if you can pull up one of the tweets I had where his goal against Roma. It's one of my recent ones. But
if you share screen, I'll be able to share it.
I lost me at Benzema.
Let me just DM to you.
Let him land, innit? Let him land. You know what I'm saying? You never know, like where he. I'm trying to get to where he's getting from. Benzema's a shout. It's a shout, though. I can't lie, this bombs. Benzema's a.
No,
you know what I mean? It's a big shout. But I get what you mean in terms of the way he plays and the profile.
I'm not talking about goals. Chat's blowing up on goals. And
no, forget the chat, man. Forget the chat, man. The chat is.
Show that video, though. Show that video.
Let the chat.
I DM'd you. I DM'd you, Saeed. This will give a good idea.
Okay, let me get this DM. Guys, make sure you like the video. And also, Staffy's 50 away from 5K. I've got it pinned. Oh, I can't play the copyright in it with the play in it. Talk about the video in it. Yeah, copyright, bro. But I'll play
okay.
the I'll show you the actual tweet underneath you put up here. 1 second. Yeah.
Basically, right? It's not the okay. Remember how people used to talk about Benzema before he had the Ballon d'Or, like talking about him like he's a bum, like he's not scoring goals, but he's the guy who's really running the game for the team. This goal basically from Roma, you can search it up. It was like April, I think. He moves around. He's literally moving the other team around like a 10. He moves them side to side, back and forth, literally orchestrating everything, dropping everywhere, creating 3v2s, 2v1s everywhere on the pitch. He's an extremely, extremely intelligent player. So what I think you're going to get the best out of him is tight spaces, him playing behind someone who can run. So Rashford, I think, does incredibly well playing off him. Højlund as well can play off him. Bruno will finally get to see some box crashing from him because Zirkzee, it's not just like the weight of pass with him, I think. It's the release of the pass. It's the pause. He waits to the last possible second to get it out and put people through on incredible chances. You can see like there's like a big chance miss compilation of Bologna from last season where Zirkzee is setting these guys up for the most perfect chances you will ever imagine. He's just a really intelligent forward, and I think he's gonna translate faster than, let's say, Højlund or a lot of other transfers that we had.
I think we got to change up, man. Let's just run it 4-4-2. Bench Rashford, come off the bench. You know what I mean? Get Tony. We have options, man. Ahmad on the right, Jay on the left.
Those we need Rashford.
See, I knew you would do that.
4-4-2,
I knew
man.
you would do that. This guy wants
Bring it
0-1.
back.
This
No,
guy
no,
plays
no.
You need
for
Rashford for
Barcelona
goals.
2009. He just wants ball to feet, back and
4-4-2
forth.
seems to nullify all these tactical bullshit these days, man. Tacticals from TikTok, just straight 4-4-2, Zirkzee behind a Højlund or Zirkzee behind a damn Rashford. It will work. Yeah. We got dusty midfielders bar Cobby, and Cobby told me he can play in the 2 anyways. Cobby, whoever is Ugarte, played in the 2, or dare I say Bruno. 4-4-2, simple stuff, man. Trust me, it can work.
It can work.
4-3-3, I still reckon we lack goals and we're just going to be reliant on Rashford.
Well,
And
let me ask you
Rashford.
something, guys.
That's the way it comes across to me. And I don't like Bruno. And you know how I'm going to feel about that. That means we're not playing football. So which one do you want to go with? Relying on Rashford again? See, I'm not negative about it, but I'm not going to act like I'm not a fan of what Ten Hag was doing either at the same time. So last time I checked, so I'm going to go off my receipts, right? I'm optimistic. I'm very positive about this and I can't wait to see it. But right now, for what it seems, it's like, yes, you can go play your ball. But it's like we're going to be relying on Rashford for goals because this guy's not prolific. Great. Should bring Bruno into the game. That's great. That means we're going to not play possession ball or anything that's going to look nice and tidy because that's against Bruno's will. So this is...
It's not Bruno.
That's not true, though.
Bruno can definitely play possession.
We
It's
saw the
just
last
that
10 games of the season when we had Ahmad was playing, when we started to settle down, when we played more of a mid block, when we were more compact.
I don't know,
Bruno
man.
hooped in a possession space.
I've seen Aston Villa score multiple goals with Ollie Watkins, the RB up front, and all this stuff in a 4-4-2. Don't tell me you can't play ball when it's more simplistic in the game.
I never said a 4-4-2 is the most effective out of possession shape in world football. That's exactly
Run
what
it
Man
up,
City use
old
or Arsenal
school,
use.
get
or any other
Tony,
team.
flick-ons, Rashford, because that's the sort of team we still are at this moment.
But you want to play 4-4-2 with no real pace on the wings, which is what I'm trying to understand. How can you play 4-4-2?
Because it's got nothing going on. It don't matter if you put Rashford in there, Zirkzee in there, or Højlund in there, or how
you just said Ahmad and Sancho on the wings.
Yeah, bro.
That's ridiculous.
We still got
that
one
doesn't work in 4-4-2.
We still got one outlet. The thing is, you don't want to play Højlund and Rashford at the same time because they can't play together clearly. So when you want to put Rashford on the left and Ahmad on the right and Zirkzee, who's the outlet? It's one person, anyways. That's going to have the pace. Let's be real. We're still lacking.
You can definitely play Rashford and Højlund together. You just need someone who's going to connect it. That's literally it.
Well, let me know. Bruno,
Either Zirkzee on that left side or like the half space area, or get like an actual fullback that can bomb forward and overlap like Shaw did. I don't know why we're not like forgetting or we're forgetting that Rashford had a 40 goal contribution season, like just the season before when Ten Hag was just giving him 1v1s on the side. And then the moment you take away Shaw, and again, the football died. The football nosedive down. The entire team, by the way. Like, this is a common thing. When the entire team is bad, Rashford is bad. When the team is performing to an even decent level, he's usually the guy doing extremely well. Because he needs people that connect him and get them the ball in the right spaces. We all talk about, like, his decision-making, right? He doesn't have the best decision-making. We know this. But if you can he has smarter people around him who are getting him the ball in good spaces, he can make something happen. We've seen this before.
Listen, you know what it is, man. It's football's all about balance, isn't it? And I think for me, Rashford had one of his best seasons when he had Weghorst there. You know what I mean? Especially making them runs in behind as well on the left kind of inside forward. That's why I'm saying that for me, if we were to play this 4-4-2, he ain't gonna work, man, with Rashford. He's more the inside forward rather than anything. So I look at it for me, Zirkzee in the middle. You got Ahmad on the right. I put Rashford on the left. And then Zirkzee up front, or like I said to you, that's
go get Tony, man.
No, but the thing is, the thing with Tony is it's going to be a bonus. It's not for me right now. I don't see United going and getting an extra striker. It's 2 more midfielders, 2 more centre backs, and a left back. You know, I think that is more than enough for the season.
The thing is, again, then you're relying on a guy that's not. Again, we don't know. Again, look, we not proven in the Prem for one, which I'm pretty sure he can manage. I'm pretty sure the profile sounds great. I'm not gonna lie. But let's say he don't land. Let's say he's not prolific. He gives us 9, 10 goals. Again, unfortunately, he might bring the whole team into play, but unfortunately, we don't have enough goal scorers still in this team. This is why you can't be relying on someone like this. We've got a big, long season going to go ahead because of Europa League.
What are you focusing on? You focusing on the player?
I still think we still need a goal scorer like Tony. He still brings Rashford in the game. Him and Rashford will link up.
Guys, we're so focused on a goal scorer here. How about we actually create chances? Like, United, man. I want to see United first of all creating chances.
Well, let me know how many midfielders we're linked with. We got a Toby Collier who's just come out of the thing and Ugarte. So which one is creatively there?
No, but the thing is, Bruno's meant to be the creator. So you know what I mean. If you can have the system where Bruno makes them overlapping runs, that can help.
Partly Mount's a new signing as well. So don't forget.
I'm not gonna lie.
I forgot he existed.
How much better of a finisher is Ivan Toney over Højlund and Zirkzee? I don't think it's that definitive. I don't think it's much.
No. He's much better of a finisher than Zirkzee is. Zirkzee is like...
And Zirkzee, okay, then Zirkzee maybe, but not like a Højlund.
Well, actually, Zirkzee had a conversion rate, to be fair.
He's a better finisher than Højlund, I'll be honest with you.
No, I'm sure he's better, but it's not like a definitive, like, much clearer because Højlund scored 15 goals.
Yeah, but
averaging like 2 shots per game. So it's like...
I get it. But my thing is, my focus isn't on the goals. It's the process of the goals. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's why you have
Saeed.
That's what Zirkzee's here for.
Saeed,
yeah.
You're talking about the process. You're talking about the process, right? Like creating the chances, getting there. But you guys are talking about like Ahmad, Sancho. I don't think they're starting. I think in this team, if you're going to play Zirkzee and the way, because Fabrizio was saying like Ten Hag called Zirkzee 4 times and spoke to him extensively to get the deal over the line. Like that sounds like this guy's gonna start, like in some way. And I think if you're gonna play him, there's no way you like a front 3 of Ahmad, Zirkzee, and Rashford doesn't work. There's just not enough goals there. It's not enough threat. Maybe there's more balance if you did Rashford, Zirkzee, Garnacho, 2 kind of inside forwards who want to get a goal constantly. But I think what you're most likely going to see is Zirkzee, Højlund, and Rashford.
I don't think that works because you still got Bruno. It's like, when the ball goes up front.
Zirkzee off the right?
Do you know? When I think of it like this, I think of it that little V line, yeah. There's Bruno, Rashford, Garnacho. None of them can hold up the ball. You'll be reliant on Zirkzee too much to do up the hold-up play, which is annoying. Ahmad's press resistant. That's the difference. Sancho is too, typically, but not in a. I ain't seen it in the Prem too much. But Ahmad's really good at evading spaces. See, that's the issue with playing someone like that. When you got someone like Bruno, unfortunately, they don't have that in their locker. They get dispossessed way too much. So I think you'd be relying too much on a central point, and then you'd be relying on your fullbacks to be inverted quite. That's the way I'm thinking of how Ten Hag of last season. I don't think it changes much. It changes a little bit, but not that much.
I'm not gonna lie. I think people are underrating Ahmad's ability to score goals.
Trust me,
this guy did score like 16 goals in the championship, by the way. He can bag goals. And we saw against Newcastle. The ball striking is there. He just needs a platform to showcase it. And I think Zirkzee's the type of player that literally all you have to do is just put a decent player around him and they'll look better. And Ahmad, for me, he can cook with any striker because he can do the aggressive in terms of going the goal hunting, or he can be the creative guy that can do the link play, 1-2s, all that kind of stuff. That's why for me, I understand why I'm getting Bruno because Bruno box trash and stuff like that, but you can also play Bruno behind Zirkzee.
The real question though, does Ten Hag change it up? Just scrap the plans. He's got 2 new assistants in, obviously. That's got a different way of obviously doing up the setup and stuff. Do you reckon it might be just a completely new way from what we've seen?
I don't think it'll be completely new, but I think it'll definitely be it'll definitely be better. I think we saw like the last 10 games when Wilcox came in, when the new structure sort of came in, and they were kind of implementing their ideas from the top down. We started to see way less gaps in midfield and more of a, I guess, like a consistent and safer sort of play in that last 10 games. And I think with the more options that we have, we're talking about Ahmad, Sancho, Zirkzee, Højlund, Rashford, Garnacho. Like there's a lot of options there to play with and figure out the best kind of way to go about. And I think, we're kind of talking about what's the best front three. I think it might take some time to figure it out, not only the preseason, but maybe the first 10 games of the season, because you play a lot of different types of games in the Premier League. Like we'll play some games where teams are sitting in a low block against us, and maybe Ahmad and Sancho more centrally with Rashford and Kobe and Bruno is the way to go about breaking that down. Or maybe then when we play Tottenham and Ange is playing that suicide high line, we want Garnacho, Rashford, and then Zirkzee dropping deep with both of them coming in behind. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I'm just liking the amount of options that we have. Obviously, the midfield is still bare, but it's looking like the back line is going to be pretty, sturdy in terms of options. It's looking
Who do
like
we have
the forward
available?
line's going to be pretty sturdy.
Do we have a lot of? Do you have a lot of players available, right, to come back for preseason already, right? I'm not being funny. Lisandro's been out for a minute, and Luke Shaw has been out for a minute. Them two should not be taking any breaks, in my opinion. They should have a couple days to come over.
Leach has been playing Copa America, bro.
Yeah. Let me know what he's been doing before that in the stands and that. Like, don't get me wrong, get your recovery in that.
Bro, he just had a whole tournament. He had a whole tournament.
Yeah,
he needs a break.
whole tournament. He's gonna have to rest.
I don't want to see him until I don't want to see him
Surely
until
he has to
August.
play football, innit? Surely.
Oh, if
I'm
they
just
win,
saying,
you
innit?
won't see him until August, bro. He'll go back to South America.
He'll party, man. He'll party.
He's something. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm gonna say, like, because we talk about like the last 10 games of the season and stuff like that. When you look at that lineup, the formations. So you had a false nine Bruno, right? You think that maybe a Zirkzee kind of occupies that role now, who's probably a more complete false nine than Bruno was. Then you had the McTominay who was kind of doing the box crashing, and Zipspom's kind of attributed to Bruno's ability to box crash. How that's probably the best version of Bruno we can get in terms of hiding his maybe weaknesses in terms of carrying the ball and stuff like that. So you have that. You still have Rashford, obviously, on the left. We saw the FA Cup final. You have Ahmad, who for me played the best football his time at Man United in those 3-4 games that he had when Garnacho played on the left and stuff like that. Now the issue is who's gonna partner Kobe. That's where the real issue lies, because that team had Amrabat, right? Amrabat's not coming back, so it's about finding the right partner for Kobe. Luke Shaw's back, so he's an automatic upgrade to Wan-Bissaka at left back automatically. Leach is back, so he's an automatic upgrade on whoever the left center back was at that time. You're downgrading on Varane, obviously, whoever comes in, no matter what. But you're hoping at least it's a decent enough replacement. And then Dallo stays at right back, Onana and goal. So that last 10 for me is a template that Ten Hag, I think, for me, will start the season. And it's about plugging in the new transfers and the guys coming back from injury and trying to mesh it all together. And that's what preseason is for. At the end of the day, that's what it is. And we even have the Community Shield, which you can also use that as a game to kind of platform it. Obviously,
I don't give a shit about that game. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I know
it's against Man City, and maybe winning it will give a nice little.
I care.
They barely have any players back for that game, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
You'll be in Wembley with the bucket hat. Don't try to lie.
I'll definitely. Why are we saying we don't care? We definitely care. If we win,
Bro, you know he'll be there with the bucket hat. Bucket hat. Saeed will be back.
It's about experimenting, though. It's still about experimenting.
But do you see? Can you see what it says? Can you see what it says on here?
Yeah, rival tears, man.
100%. So you already know what's going on. That guy is going to be watching me. That's in that living room right now. You think I ain't going to be drinking this in front of him? 100%.
Yeah.
The team videos are coming back out to annoy these fuckers. So
yeah,
it means that.
You know how mad it is that our first preseason game's in like 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah, no.
They owe it to us. How about that?
Why do United have always like the earliest preseason? Like no other clubs playing preseason yet so far.
I think we bring a lot of youngsters though, isn't it?
Early, innit?
Yeah, it'll be only like youngsters, but still. It's
Yeah, it'll be youngsters anyway. So
Casmeiro,
there's still a lot of players though around you. Ahmad, Sancho will be here for this one.
Loads.
Rashford,
Casmeiro.
No. There's still a lot of senior players in the team. Maguire, Wan-Bissaka. You know what I mean? So I think still it's still a big portion of the team that's there, man. But listen, let's speak about Ugarte and the Casmeiro situation. By the way, there's 1,000 people here. Please like the video, guys. Let's get to 500 likes.
What we on?
I don't know how many likes we're on, but also Staffy TV. We need to get him on 5K tonight, people, man. He's less than 50 away.
Sure.
So please, let's get him there, people, man. Pin, chat.
Big up.
Evans on a New Year contract. Listen, I don't think anybody's too bothered about that one. Do you know what I mean? There's no point for outrage. Good squad player. Do you know what I mean? Good servant, good leader. I'm not really bothered if he stays. But Casmeiro looks like he's going to be leaving. To be fair, I don't know if he's leaving because
Does it? I don't know.
Yeah, go on. See, you know, he's parading.
I don't know. It's looking like Saudi or nothing, and you know those things are just like they could either happen or it could easily just not happen.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
Like I wouldn't be so sure that he's going, to be honest. The way the social media admin is posting him, it looks like that he's not going at all.
This is what I said.
The guy's been poster boy for every
posting
damn
Casmeiro at
post.
2 a.m. You know, posting Casmeiro at 2 a.m. pissed me off, man.
Bro,
Yeah,
he was posting on his story on Instagram of his son in a United shirt with Old Trafford on his bedroom wall, bro.
The one thing though we're gonna see though is Casmeiro coming back quite fit and sharp, probably trim, which is I know it's not. No, but he's been. Remember, he didn't get picked for Copa and everything, and he's been apparently been putting in work. But I don't know. I still want him. You know what it is? Experience. You know, experience kind of bothers me a little bit. Like as much as I want Casmeiro out, and he's washed, and I can't stand the way he played any way of last season. I hated it. It's the one thing I don't want to go down is that Chelsea route where they had they basically had an orphanage with nothing there, and their biggest captain was Raheem Sterling out of all, man. You know what I mean? Who's not a leader, let's be real. Well, maybe in the dressing room, maybe, but experience matters. That's why Evans.
Bro, that experience did nothing to me when we had no center backs and we played him in center back against Crystal Palace. So that I don't believe in that, bro. I believe in actions, and the actions.
I believe everyone with this new Ineos thing, everyone deserves a clean slate regardless of what it is. Because I believe Casmeiro is actually a leader, like in general. I think he just had enough of how the club was, and I think even Ten Hag said it. In the first few weeks of Ineos being there, how trying to change stuff, it was hectic as it is. Like, I think that's fair for everyone. If Jadon Sancho deserves a clean slate and he wasn't a leader there, where was he for us? Obviously too busy.
Bro, he needs to lead himself to the fucking airport, bro, because this guy has nothing to offer us.
Relax. In a world
where McTominay and Eriksen are stealing a living at Manchester United, the last
guy Christian Eriksen still our employee.
He's gone.
Casmeiro should not.
I think Eriksen's contract's gone. I'm pretty sure.
No.
He's got a year left.
He's got a year left.
He can chill. Eriksen can chill.
Terminate that shit, man.
I don't mind.
Just calm. Couple here and there. Calm. FA Cup third round. Eriksen in the 10. It's calm.
We've never played.
2 man of the matches in the Euros, while the other one is sitting in Brazil, fucking drinking that drink that Messi always drinks in the coconut, whatever the hell that is.
Brazilian fans are saying you're bringing back. You know, Brazilian fans,
and they know a lot about football because look at their squad. You think I'm listening to these scrubs, bro?
It's better than them João Gomez and flipping Bruno Gomes, mate.
That country's washed. I'm not listening to any of them, bro. I'm not listening to their fans, and I'm definitely not listening to their players, bro. He couldn't make it in one of the worst squads.
Did the USA come back?
You know how embarrassing that is? He was their captain. He was their captain and didn't get selected for the Copa America.
You know what they told me? They were like, oh, yeah. They're talking about, what's his name? Thiago Silva. They're like, oh, yeah, even Thiago Silva's not there. Thiago Silva's 8 years older than him, and people think they're the same age. That says a lot about him. Griggs could even believe that. I was like, Griggs, go look it up right now.
Yeah, bro,
he's 8 years younger than Thiago Silva. They're the same age.
Bro, isn't he like 32?
Or Stuffy.
Yeah, Thiago was like 39, bro.
No. You know what you thought they were the same age. You know what I mean? Like he's getting.
No, I thought they were like. I thought like 4 years apart.
I'm not saying this guy. The fact that there's people out there that still rate him actually pisses me off.
No, you know what it is for me. Yeah, I don't listen. If he goes, he goes. But I genuinely think for me, there still is a place for Casmeiro in this squad. Like we're not going anywhere. We're not gonna be like title challenges and whatnot. Like
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Ugarte or Casmeiro?
Ugarte or Casmeiro? Why can't we both?
Ugarte is cheeks, man. Ugarte is cheeks.
Let's say
Ugarte is not cheeks, man. This again.
Ugarte is cheeks, bro.
How about
cheeks? What cheeks in what way?
Let me explain.
Go and explain.
The way that this
just fine.
The way no. Let me explain. The way that this Ten Hag guy presses with the ball, right? You'd expect a team that's very like positionally disciplined, that's smart, like, let's say, I hate to say it, Arsenal or City. Ugarte pressing on the front foot, chasing the ball, trying to win duels higher up the pitch. He's pretty solid at that. He's an aggressive player. He's decent in duels. But the thing is, with Ten Hag, it's about recovery runs. Everyone's running back. Running back. We got, even in his best Ajax team, everyone, there's still massive space in the midfield where everyone is running back to defend in the rest defense, on the transition, on the break, and Ugarte's positioning is not good for that. It is not good. He gets caught out so many times in those positions. On PSG, his issue was completely different. Like, he was a literal net negative with the ball. Already, Kobe Mainoo, like, I love him to death, but he is not a player who's going to be controlling the game, passing, switching play, like long range. We need someone to help a little bit with that. Ugarte being as bad as he is with the ball and not giving us like confidence without the ball.
But some of you want
I don't like that.
Exactly. But you want an honor. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you don't understand how much better Onana is, man. You don't.
See, this is what I'm saying.
I don't want to do this argument again, man.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not like you don't understand how much better Onana is. Like, did you watch any Belgium game either? Like, do you think Onana is as bad on the ball as you say?
He played alright, but guess what? Where did he play?
He had a good tournament.
Wait,
but like,
answer my question. Where did he play? Let me know where he played on the pitch.
In the midfield too. In the midfield too.
Whereabouts on the pitch? Last time I checked, it was Mangala, the 6. Whoever it was a 6. He weren't doing
no, he was in a pivot. He was in a pivot for most of the game.
I mean, the first game, yeah, Mangala started and he came on that. And Nana is not a DM. Stop doing this. Honestly, sometimes I think Mandem just see some big you and think, yeah, you know what? McTominay, sit him there, man. He will do a job because my man's got some long reach, bro. I seen him get dusted as well in the tournament against Romania. Like, bro, I've seen he had a great tournament in my opinion. But at the same time, I can still see deficiencies in this game. I don't think personally he's a 6. I think he's an 8. But then you can make that argument maybe for even Ugarte. Is he more of a defensive 8 or is he more of a solid type?
There's literally
6?
like 2 players in the world that can play lone 6. Like there's like
not anyone. Yeah, exactly, bro. You're spot on.
Like literally one player. Like lone 6 is like not a thing.
It's not.
Everyone's a double pivot midfielder, and the thing is, right? Listen, the way I look at it. I feel like you're just gonna frustrate yourself if you try to find the perfect fit for the exact needs that you have. Just look at the player's strength and see what they can do for you. Onana is good at a few key things. He's tall, he dominates in the air, on the ground, he covers ground pretty well. He's really powerful in his duels. We need someone who can free up Mainoo. That's what we need. Let's be honest with ourselves. And players that can do that while defending back and going forward is who we should be looking at. I'd say even Fofana from Monaco is a better option than Ugarte.
Yeah, but he's not coming. He's going to AC Milan. I wanted him as well. I wanted 2.
Yeah,
I wanted 2. Ugarte and but listen, you know what it is though? I think Zispom. I think you're doing too much with the situation on the ball. I think for me,
on the ball, it's okay. I'm not really worried. It's defensively, I'm more worried.
Ugarte is just like he's not insane. He's not terrible. He's literally fine. Like he's like a
exactly.
7. He's literally like a 7.
Yeah, but the issue with that is though, like there's like so many other players that are more like fine just as him that you could probably get for a similar price that you probably could have a slightly better. Obviously, Yusuf Havana was all right. So 2 top targets already left. I swear I've seen Manu Kone.
There's like not the midfield like that.
I've had enough of Manu Kone.
Market is just like not very robust.
It's too old, man. Let's be honest, yeah. Like 40 million, or if it's a loan with obligation, like Ugarte.
How much was
isn't that bad business though? Don't you think?
No, because you know what it is. You're either spending. You know what you are getting out of both of these. I don't think the ceilings are mad high. But one thing I do know is that Ten Hag, whether it's that Skonu or whether it's Alvarez, that's someone that breaks up play and just sits in front of the back four and cleans up. The ball work is done by fullbacks and the other midfielders, yada yada yada, and a hold up, man. Depending on how everyone wants to transform it, whether it's a false 9 or a target, man. Anyways, so that's what he wants next to that. Ugarte's a dog. I'm not going to say he's going to dominate, but one thing I do know, one of them costs about 40 million and the other one costs about double that for what Everton want. Clearly, we're not on good terms with Everton. So if I'm going to have a profile that's going to be in there for 2-3 years before someone else that's better from the academy, potentially that comes through and shines, or whoever it is that emerges as the next best talent, why would you want to spend 70 million on Onana when that guy is mid?
Who said he's 70 million? He's 50 million.
No, it won't be 70 million, about 50 million. Can I just say?
Guarantee.
Can I just say, yeah? Can I just say, big up to Adewale, by the way. He says, so much respect for Casmeiro as well. Ugarte is not cheeks, let's stop. My thing is, yeah.
He's a scrub. There you go, one more.
You not think, yeah, we actually get
they saw one clip against Newcastle and said, yeah, you know what, scrub. That's where it is. I guarantee.
You know what it was? I watched the sporting games. PSG, I don't even want to judge because dude was probably depressed from Enrique. Tell him to pass.
That's his analysis. Yeah. But can I go back to it, yeah? My thing is, yeah, we always get these signings here and like, we're all gassed here, but I feel like it's what happens after, man, them. It's not necessarily the signings. I get it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Certain signings are just rubbish like Anthony. But even Anthony, I still think under another manager, maybe we could have got a better Anthony. I genuinely mean that. But it hasn't happened. It is what it is. My thing is, we're getting Ugarte. Right, what are we going to do then to hide these deficiencies? It all comes down to tactics, man, them. What do we do to facilitate and hide deficiencies? Why is there so much space? So when you're talking about the spaces this year, and you're saying that you might not be able to cover this space and whatnot, why has it got to that situation where there's so much space in midfield? Like, bro, we need to sort out the mess first, and then we can say, right, okay, cool, this player ain't good anymore. Like, come on, man.
Do you know what it is? We need. I don't know if you agree, Double, but don't you think we got to do stepping stones? We can't get the best what we want right now. Unfortunately,
we can't.
Straight away, every player we've spoken about that we're gonna get Zirkzee and Ugarte.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, exactly.
The first thing people do is talk about what they can't do, rather than what they can do. Start talking about what the player is going to add to the team rather than what he's taken away. Because as Saeed's saying, you get the players to facilitate them and cover what might be a deficiency or they're not so good at. Look at what straight away Ugarte is coming in. Kobe Mainoo is coming in. He's improving that midfield 100%. When we're sitting here, and I can't believe we're sitting here with a Casmeiro who's massively out of form, so much that players and fans can't stand him anymore. Want him out of the club as quick as we can. We've got Ericsson and we've got a Mason Mount that we've not seen, and we've got McTominay sitting in our midfield. And you're telling me a player that's doing well for Uruguay in Copa America had a shit season with PSG, where they're like the French us, where players go to die and their careers go and die. You can't tell me you don't come to this club and automatically and instantly improve our midfield. And what are we doing here? Why are we straight away?
But you know why we have to talk about what they can't do? Because so when Z talks about he did, by the way, mention what he could do well, and he mentioned his pressing up.
He said his cheeks. The first thing he said is
no. Hold on. So I'm getting
the reason why I'm saying that is because the thing that you need to do the most as a 6 for United is the thing he's the worst at.
He won't be a 6, but he won't be a 6 though.
Whatever. Double pivot. He's gonna be covering the most ground in our midfield.
And he can do that. That's what he's good at.
He probably can do that together.
He's like Fred,
but on the back foot, he's that's his biggest weakness.
Yeah, but
and the thing is, even the best Ten Hag teams, this is a constant problem for that. You need someone who's good at this.
I think Z, there's no. Sorry, Cass. Just one. There's no player besides maybe Onana, or Declan Rice, maybe just because of how much ground they eat. Those are probably the two best ground eating. And talking about like tracking back, like. When you're asking players to cover that much space, like there's like really no one that can do that. Like, and yes, Ugarte is like not the best at it, and it's probably going to be one of his deficiencies. But like, I think that's maybe what Saeed was saying as well. Just like we need to close down that space to begin with before you even have these
one
players
thing we ain't done though.
coming in.
I was going to say, but one thing we didn't do last year that it was because we had to play Maguire. And that look how deep our line was compared to
that's big.
Compared to the midfield. Do you not think our line is going to go way further up because we don't have to rely? Hopefully, anyways, that we don't have to run Johnny Evans and so forth. Hopefully, Lissandro. And as soon as Lissandro came back, even for the final, you saw how high our line was. We was actually pressing. Whether that's the end of the season or not, it's going to close that space.
I was about to say that though, but we talked about like the last 10 games earlier and stuff like that. Shouldn't the priority for this season is to kind of cut those spaces down and focus on defensive stability a little bit more? So, if we go with that, then there's no need for Ugarte because at that point you're gonna need a more stabilized midfielder.
So who do you want? So hold on a minute. So now, you've just basically said
you want to go back to season 1.
Which, by the way, you have no guarantees of that's gonna happen. Griggs, yes or no?
Well,
you don't have no guarantees.
I look at Ugarte, bro. I see a B-Tech version of Casmeiro. That's what I see. I'm not gonna lie,
this is mental, bro.
I don't know. You know it's so good,
bro. Because how much better is she than Casmeiro? Let's be real. They both have very similar in terms of the
bro. Come on, don't you? We saw what Casmeiro did last season, bro. Don't say.
But I saw Casmeiro a season before that where that level of Casmeiro was much better than anything Ugarte's ever produced in his career. So it's like,
Okay, that was 2 years ago though.
okay,
let's get one back.
Talk about the past.
Wait. I think a better question.
Zero.
I think a better question here is what type of football you think United is going to play next season.
We don't
and
know.
How will Ugarte
We
fit
don't
into
know.
that?
I don't know.
I think Ugarte.
I don't think United play the crash bang football that they played last season. I think it's.
I just
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
I just think Ugarte is like he can just give you like a solid base like every game.
That's
He's not gonna try to do like a million crazy things. He's not the best athlete of all time, which I think is a concern because I do think like in that
That's what we
midfield,
do need,
like
yeah.
we need to bring up that physical flooring, which I think was why a lot of us like Onana so much. But I just think Ugarte is like he has a solid technical foundation. He's fine on the ball. He's not gonna give you like the most extensive passing range, but he's just gonna give you a solid like 7 out of 10 every game, and he's gonna work his ass off in the midfield. And he has a crazy engine, and he's just gonna be fine.
I'm worried.
We don't
I'm worried
have
about-
many of them though, CK. We don't have
I'm
many of them
worried
players
about-
that do that. So
Stuffy,
That's what I'm saying. Like I think Ineos's
That's
plan with this. Sorry, just one last point. Ineos's
go for it.
like, I guess philosophy or like what I can gauge is just like they're just trying to like level everything out like across all fronts, like buying like $35-40 million solid buys, like settling all the beef. Like we don't want any drama. We want Jadon Sancho and everyone to just like get along. We want just the vibes to just like level out after last season just being such a plummet. Like let's just have smart buys, figure out the morale, like just get everyone
man.
on like a level.
We're not even
playing
linked to
That's
Onana
it.
anyways. So boy.
Yeah, let me ask you a question, Griggs.
field. Yeah, I'm just going for Brand.
Amrabat or Ugarte? If you had to sign one, who are you signing?
Who?
I'll probably go Amrabat. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd say Amrabat too. I think that's better value. I think that's better value.
For 20, I'm not gonna lie. For 20,
No way.
For 20
That's
mil
what I'm saying,
difference,
man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, no.
I don't think Ugarte is better than Amrabat. I'm gonna be real.
I
saw
think he's
Amrabat play
better,
next to
but
Manu.
like not that much.
Bro,
Like I think he gives you
Ugarte,
more with the
I hear
ball as well.
I think Amrabat's physicality
physical-
is so low
But-
that like
Okay, but what I look
But
at,
I hear it.
And he
I'm not
can't
mad at
help.
Amrabat at
Ugarte,
all.
right? I look at Ugarte, right? I can see the opposition, man marking Manu, taking him out the game.
Yeah,
Where
but
the hell? Where is the ball going to go in the midfield then? If the team takes out Manu out the game, and we need Ugarte to get on the ball and help progress the ball, where is
I don't
that?
know.
ball
I don't know
gonna
why
go?
we're acting like Ugarte can't play
there's
pass.
one common denominator here, then, isn't it?
Bro, he's gonna be a pressing trigger. The opposition's gonna look at him and they're gonna press the hell
Okay,
out
and
of him.
what is Casemiro?
So what?
At least Casmeiro can launch the ball long and maybe he'll find something
God,
down there.
Anyone can launch the ball long. You can get in the midfield and launch the ball long.
Ugarte's not a better long range passer than Casmeiro.
Well, that's the whole point.
Casmeiro can find
If
someone
that's the
down
whole point
there.
of. That's why we do get Zirkzee then. If you don't want to relieve some of that pressure, or having Ahmad in the team,
Okay,
you
but
can
the
relieve
ball
pressure.
gotta
You
get.
know, no,
some-
guys,
How
guys.
about some of the? But you can clearly see Ten Hag likes to work around with the defense more than the midfield. It's obvious at this point, is it not? Is it not?
Nah,
What do you mean?
He likes to go through. He likes to start off his plays and break lines with the centre backs. He likes his fullbacks to do a lot, you know.
Mhm.
And as soon as he gets up to the striker, he's meant to do up the hold
I
up play
think
to
we
bring
got
in the team.
this team, man.
That's all we can go off of.
You got to remember
that
as well.
that can be nullified very
There's
easily.
one. You know what
can
is? You know what issue? The
take a
perfect
centre
six.
back out the
The
game.
perfect six doesn't exist, but there's one common denominator. His name is Bruno Fernandes. That's the issue. But no
Oh
one wants to
my
admit
God,
it.
bro.
No one ever wants to
Ah,
admit it.
you know what? There's a super chat that talks about that. Let me get that. Let me
No
get
one
that.
wants to admit it
Big up,
because
big
you
up,
don't-
big up.
Bro.
We got
One day
Suge.
without Bruno
We got
talk,
Suge
bro.
over 1K and not even 400 likes. Come on, people, love the man. Then big up to everyone here, man. Like I said, it's all about opinions, man. That's why it's a debate show, people, man. So if you're here thinking that we're all gonna agree with each other, you're in the wrong room. We're not playing Eric Ten Hag style anymore. We are playing what Ineos implement with the new coaches. Ugarte will be good for us. We do need another CM to give Manu a rest. Aduwale says, you all rate Bruno, but don't rate Casemiro. Ugarte, what am I watching?
I
And Larry
used Bruno
Ugarte is
in
not-
zero context of my argument to why.
Oh, okay.
Casemiro
I'm
is shit.
gonna let you respond. Let me just read this. Ugarte is a pound long Casemiro. He is so bad, and y'all will see it and agree with this bombs by game week 10. Amrabat is better value at 20 million. You know what? I don't get here. We're looking at like, bro, we're looking at problems and like we're not focused on a bigger issue. Why is it happening? When you man keep saying, yeah, this space here is not gonna be able to do this, like, bro, I think for me, the best midfielder, the best DM is gonna have them same problems. Like generally, barring maybe Rodri, I think every DM that comes into Man United, if that we're saying right now, the spaces are going to be left behind, we're going to be outnumbered. Them same problems, I'm telling you now, Onana will face it. They might deal with it to a better degree. And I agree with you, CK, in terms of the athleticism. I understand that. But the main overriding problem, I swear down to you guys, it's going to still be there. And this is why I'm Ten Hag out.
You know why, Saeed? Say it.
I'm Ten Hag out because I believe this manager isn't going to do the things that you guys are all saying he should be doing. I don't see it. And let's see what happens next season. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see it. And that's why for me, I'm like, bro, bring Ugarte, bring these guys in because it's a low risk. We're not spending 80 million, 90 million. We're spending 34 million on Ugarte. I think that's not a bad buy.
Is it not 50 though? I thought the recent links were 50.
No,
No.
50.
By the way, also, wasn't there like an Ornstein article that also said like a couple of days ago that said that United weren't even 100% sold on Ugarte in the first place in terms of the hierarchy?
No, where's he showed me
I saw it on Twitter. I have to find
a hierarchy. You reminded me. There was a super chat. Do you really think Wilcox is gonna be instructing like this style of play? They couldn't even get Ten Hag out on a different contract. The veto is still there.
That's crazy.
They are like magically like changing how everything works with Ten Hag. Ten Hag is still gonna have the keys.
They did.
The gym is gonna call him on match day and tell him what to do.
No.
Man, it's not happening.
You got to realize the role of a football technical director is to understand the frameworks of what we're trying to do in terms of the style, the kind of philosophy. Like that's what he's there for. He's had his coaching badges. He's gone through the seniority and where he's come from the lower ranks all the way to the top. He's going to oversee the actual kind of where the kind of ethos of Man United should be. That's his role. And that will be one of the big things will be style of play. And there was reports coming out at the end of the season saying that Wilcox made a report and he said that it wasn't good enough. And they needed to play more possession base. You don't believe. So you're sitting here as this Palmer. You're saying that ain't the questions that they're having.
No. They are going to have these questions. Okay, but think about it, right? The baseline is the biggest point of contention that we heard for months was getting him out of transfers. And they couldn't even get that thing out of the contract because it was too complicated. Obviously, they're going to say there are probably some key guidelines like press, play attacking football. But Ten Hag is going to do what he's going to do to protect himself at the end of the day. There's not going to be some like hard line in the sand that tells him if you don't do this exact thing, if you don't play the tactics that we want you to do, then you're going to be out. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. Is it, you talking about this one here, Briggs, yeah? David
and then lower in the tweet, he sent a link of like where Ornstein said it. It was like on a YouTube video.
Okay. This one here.
Yeah.
Can we go back to what you said though, Saeed, about the 6? No matter who comes in, or was it
Yeah.
This is why, and I'm gonna still run my agenda, because talk about leaving spaces in behind, it's because of Bruno. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate Bruno's creativity, to be fair. It kind of lacks if Bruno's not in the team, which is kind of concerning. But they said the same thing about Harry Kane, and look, they managed to just find it, didn't they? So, and that's Tottenham we were talking about. Crazy, isn't it? Mad, we're talking about Tottenham levels. When we think about this, there's no perfect 6. Unless because look at top teams. They've always got 2 press-resistant midfielders in their lineup, or somewhat, at least. Odegaard, Jorginho, Declan Rice to a degree, Rodri and whoever else it might be in that midfield, Kovacic. However you want to partner it up, whether you've got Casmeiro and another, they're still press-resistant. The thing is with us, only Kobe is, and we ain't got the perfect 6 to do so, and there's always deficiencies. See, I'm looking at the overall gameplay of where we lack, and unfortunately, Bruno gets dispossessed a lot. He can't beat a man. I appreciate he's got a great long pass in him, and I know he's got some good qualities. I think I like the thought of him box crashing, and that's something for probably the manager to work out. Because if we can get a load of goals out of Bruno,
so you're saying Bruno's a problem.
Well, if we're going to talk about it like this as a midfield 3, then yeah. But if we're talking about box crasher, you're technically playing a 4-4-1-1 or 4-4-2 anyways. You're doing a Frank Lampard role. Because you're not doing nothing in the midfield. I don't think he contributes when it comes to building up play too much. Because guess what? His best attribute is probably somewhere in the box and not anywhere near build up. I hate it personally. And that's why I say it's a bit of an issue. Because unless it was the perfect 6, Bruno, you know what? It's unfortunate. Because we ain't back then when we had a Matic, Pogba, and then obviously Bruno was there and he had Martial. Bro, that worked because you don't see the Bruno deficiency because all of them man can do that job. But unfortunately, we didn't do much and get him replacing Matic correctly. We thought, oh yeah, you know what we're going to do? We're going to play McFred with Bruno. But that's my issue is that if you're going to play this midfield 3, you don't always need someone that's going to be creative. Sometimes you can play a high pressing game and still get the best out of it still, like a Rashford and whoever else is on the wing. If you've got a false 9, aka the Liverpools of the world, it depends what approach we do. But I'm always finding that Bruno's always the center of the problem when we're trying to play football or control a game. Otherwise, we're always going to be backpedaling. It's more like high risk, high reward with him. And people are going to say, "Oh, look at KDB. Look how much how much times he loses the ball and all that." But he beats the man all the time. Like not all the time, but majority of the time. He knows his way around the pitch. The guy puts in a shift just as much. So that's why I hate them sort of comparisons for me. That's why it's a big issue, because there's no perfect six. And until then, if you're going to get an Ugarte or Nana, it doesn't matter, because when it goes to that spear point of him doing his creative job, unless he's got space, the guy's getting shut down. And that's the truth.
Listen, it comes down to like what do we want from our midfielder? Because at the end of the day, I think a lot of people want Casmeiro to be this magical, ball playing centre midfielder, and whatnot, and do all of this. Like, I think for me, one of the reasons why Casmeiro has failed at Man United is that I think Ten Hag has demanded a lot from him, which he isn't good at. Let's be honest. Like, he's not.
Look at him gone.
Let me land.
About it.
Let me land.
Get him gone then. If he's not that magical player,
I'm talking about the guy who's telling him to do all of this stuff is Ten Hag. Like, he should be thinking, right, Casmeiro is not good at this.
Gone too.
Sorry?
And I wanted him gone too. Why do you think I wanted both of them?
I'm just making a bigger point though when we're talking about player deficiencies and whatnot. I'm just saying the manager has to come out here and basically find a solution, find a balance for these players, take out any deficiencies, work out the team balance, and it doesn't have to be the best names on the football pitch. I always say this to people, like football isn't about like going and getting the best 11 and like a FIFA game. It's not. We have to have a balance. And if it means certain men are not in there, your favorites, it means they're not in there.
So I understand that.
Sorry?
So I understand that, but sorry to cut you off, but I'm just trying to say here, this is why when Z was trying to offer solutions to what he thinks we need, he wasn't talking about any names. He wasn't talking about his favorites. He's saying, when I look at United last season, what do we need? We need someone who can run backwards, not just press forward. Because I was trying to mention this earlier. We literally sold Fred a year ago, and we saw Fred's first season under Ten Hag. He was amazing in his press in the opposition's box. Pressing forward, he was amazing. But backwards, he left Casmeiro alone on his own. So he was very bad for positioning. When I'm hearing Z describe Ugarte, he's literally describing Fred to me. So what is the idea of going to a similar profile again, which was Fred doing these things when we still need someone to cover in our half? Not to mention the on-ball ability that we need someone, as Grit said earlier,
the one that was helping Casmeiro. I think you're wrong there, Staffy. Fred was the one that was helping Casmeiro.
And Fred was in our half. So when the press was beat, his positioning was not good. He was very good in the opposition's half. He won the ball a lot. When you go back at that Spurs game, there was a couple games. What was it? I think the Barcelona game. Those are the two games that he stood out massively because he was winning the ball a lot in the opposition's half, and that was the highest GA season he's had for United.
Once the main press got beat, Fred was chasing his own shadow.
Exactly. And when I'm hearing how the Ugarte is being described, so we're paying what, 50 million for a Fred regen, when we're not really discussing the issues again, which is a deep lying midfielder that is good on the defensive issues. I don't want to see, if I watch United concede on that back again, I'm gonna lose my shit.
What deep line midfielder though?
We don't have midfielders that know how to track back when that
that's what we have a scouting team for. Have the scouting team go find the deep line.
Yeah, there's options, man. There's always options.
Let me know.
Okay. You don't like Ugarte. You don't like Ugarte. Okay.
No. I'm asking from the top of your head. Let me know the deep line midfielder, because if you say one, he's probably gonna have a deficiency like weak. Like he's gonna be weak, meaning our physicality of our midfield looks crap.
But I'd rather sign a deep line midfielder that can put out a fire without having to slide in.
Let me know who. Let me know who then.
All right, let me give you three options.
I think the Chiefs got a United.
You said
my top two choices are gone. My top two choices are gone. Match Wifer's gone and Fofana's gone. So my top two choices are gone.
Fofana's our D-line playmaker, so keep going.
But he's better than Ugarte. I trust him more than Ugarte. I don't trust Ugarte.
Viper's one, but guess what? He lacks a lot of. Well, I actually quite like Viper, but he doesn't get across the pitch as much as we need.
You're saying no.
I don't care about that. I don't care about getting across the pitch. I want to Michael.
You mean you just said about going backwards, bro? What were you on about? So when he goes further forward, who's going backwards then? Him.
I'd rather find a deep, like a midfielder that can put out a fire without having to slide in like some crazy ass lunatic. That's what I want.
But again,
and I'm sure United can find that midfielder with the scout. There's probably one in South America. There's probably one in the championship. There's probably 5 million championship midfielders that United have scouted that are better than Ugarte.
There's one potentially, but he's a Palace.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather go spend
Adam
60
Morton.
I would rather go spend 90 million on Adam Morton today than go spend 50 on Ugarte. I promise you.
I would. Do you want to take that risk? Because that's all we've been talking about. How much?
I would take that risk. I would rather put all my eggs in one basket for Adam Morton and bank on his future than go get Ugarte when I can find a million Ugartes in Uruguay right now.
So we need like 2 midfielders, but
You
we need
don't
to get
cast.
one water.
Guys, for me, right? For me, listen. I'll give you 3 right now. Obviously, not all going to be perfect, but I think they're better than Ugarte. For me, the biggest thing is to make Kobe better. So maybe Hjulmand from Sporting. I know Neves is expensive, but I think he matches up stylistically pretty well.
Why Hjulmand?
Hjulmand,
20.
Let me know why Hjulmand. Like, let me know.
Hjulmand is good defending on the back foot. He's a good passer, decent progressor of the ball. He's not too he's comfortable receiving back to goal. Like, these are general things he can do at a high level. Like 50 mil, I see value there.
Not deep line playmaker. He's kind of
okay. No. I don't. I think this is so disingenuous. I think this is so disingenuous. Listen. Let me explain. You're talking about build up. You're talking about improving the midfield, and then you go and compare. Blame the 10 for that. You're talking about Bruno. You're talking about how we're trying to like build out the game and trying to like get on the front foot and play, right? What team goes to like their 10 to do that? The number one thing, right, is the ball playing center backs. The number one thing is getting your fullbacks involved, whether it's getting them inverting, getting them out wide, getting them passing forward, or it's the 2 pivots. Asking your 10, like, what team looks at their 10 to solve all the build-up issues? It's either it's structural or it's a personnel thing. It's not your 10.
Hjulmand don't do much on build-up for Sporting, so there's one of them. Let's go look at it if you want. The thing is, he plays quite safe, a bit like what Ugarte did when he was at Sporting. Same thing, come from the same. He done actually, if I'm being honest, he done a very similar job, extremely similar job. So the same one that you want because he's flavor of the month, just because he's a bit taller and all this kind of stuff, and adds a little bit of physical breath. Ugarte's actually probably more tenacious in his battles than Hjulmand is. It's the same thing.
It really isn't. You're missing like the key problem I said at the beginning.
It's the same thing, and he doesn't.
You're
cover
ignoring
ground.
that for some reason.
Cover ground the way you talk about covering ground. It doesn't cover ground that fast, like the way we need to. So which one now? This is what I'm saying. You give me options, but you're not giving me options.
Maybe Griggs might get his wish because it looks like Man United might be going in for Amrabat. You know what I'm saying? So.
Bro, I liked what I saw with Amrabat and Manu. When Amrabat finally got some games, he looked like he was quite,
I can't lie.
I wouldn't be mad at Amrabat at all.
I promise you, it would be more wise. It would be more wise for United to get Amrabat for a year and prioritize the development of an academy kid in Canada.
I agree. Griggs,
we have like 360.
Bro, free my Moroccan Gattuso, bro.
Jace Fitzgerald is probably a better player than Ugarte in 18 months' time.
He's cold. Jace Fitzgerald
as a 6 is probably better in 18 months' time than
That's what I'm saying, man. We
Don't drag.
No, Saeed. We said the same thing. I
don't care what Ugarte does in Copa America because all he does in Copa America is slide in like a crazy lunatic.
No, he hasn't. That's what I'm saying.
That's what Copa America is. We cannot use Copa America as a metric to sign someone for United.
No, I haven't said that. By the way, I haven't said that.
No, I'm saying in general. I know. I'm just saying that tournament is not football. That is a different sport that they're playing over.
The link to him come before the Copa America, though.
I know they are. But a lot of United fans.
That's redundant point. You're saying that.
I just don't know if he raises the levels. This guy,
Griggs, no. The same. You know what is Saeed as well. What he said that it's probably better to do that if that's going to be any sort of case. It's the same thing. I remember when Nagy was on here screaming Kobe Minu, and we was all doing the same thing. Oh, he's too young. That's the same thing with this Fitzgerald kid. I'm not even at Toby Collier. He's not. He won't be everyone's favorite.
He's not generational.
No, he's not generational. But
it's not generational.
Not like that. But he can. He's ready to make probably that step up due to his physicality and what he is right now.
Amrabat, yes or no? In the chat, Amrabat, yes or no?
Like, isn't he not even 20? Isn't it like 13?
Even
I hear what he's saying.
I think they wanted more money. I think now Fiorentina want more money. They said.
I swear.
Apparently they want 12 million, but that's to anyone. So for instance, West Ham could go and pay 12 and get him. We'd have to pay another 12.
Put the yeses, you fraud. There's a lot of yeses. Don't ignore them.
No, listen. No.
Look at this fraud, Saeed, bro.
Let me get them now, bro. Are they coming down? Like, yes,
more yeses than those.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Amrabat personally. It's what one of games can do for anyone, isn't it?
But be honest, guys, man. Like Amrabat is when you're like, I don't know, I'm looking at, you know, when you're struggling and you're just like, you need to get out of the struggle. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he looks after you and that, and like, you know what I mean? Like, you shake hands and it's time to go now. Like, I feel like now with Amrabat, it's like that was old news.
You think we're better than Amrabat now?
But
we're not better than Amrabat.
I'm not saying we're better than Amrabat. I'm just like, yo, like, I'm just like, bro, like, we're really going back to Amrabat? Do you know what I mean? Like, are we really doing that?
I hear the point though. Like, Ugarte isn't some like insane upgrade on Amrabat, in my opinion. Like, they're more. Ugarte
I think he will cover the ground more. I think for me, in terms of being more tenacious, I think on the ball as well. You know what it is for me though? Like
Amrabat is the most. He's over aggressive a lot of the times. He's super tenacious.
On the ball, what?
On the ball, Ugarte over Amrabat? What are we doing here?
Look at his brother here. Look at his brother here. You know what it is? You know what it is? Yeah, I've assessed Amrabat. Yeah, and I've just understand that. You know what? It's at the end. I'm like, not really my cup of tea, but I respect him. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's a crap player. I don't think he's a fraud. I'm not one of them. I'm not going to come here and disrespect Amrabat. But I'm just like, yo, I'd rather look elsewhere for now and then come back to Amrabat as the last option. You feel me?
You guys told me that about Yusuf Fofana, and Yusuf Fofana is gone. So now we're back to my option. The Moroccan.
I don't know why we weren't in for Wifer either.
I'm not spending 50 million on a Fred Regen 2 years later, a year later.
That Wifer deal for 30 to Brighton was crazy.
You want Rabiot? You want Rabiot?
It pissed me off so much.
Rabiot, no.
You know what it is too? It's the age of.
I definitely don't want his mom being his agent.
Rabiot, by the way, Rabiot is a better footballer than Ugarte. He just has the Kardashian.
Bro, why is Greg saying Ugarte so much?
Yeah, I like.
Slap your mom in the face or something. What's
bro said Jace Fitzgerald?
I don't know what he did to him. Listen,
I just look at if I have Casmeiro here already, I don't even want.
I've never seen you this passionate on a show before in my life.
I've
never seen it.
I was on it. I remember.
Wait, Saeed. Listen, Saeed.
It's also very hot in my room.
One second, sis. Let me just get the super chats in. Every DM is going to be an issue because of Bruno. He is the main problem in all of this. What is this guy waffling about? We got rid of all of Eric Ten Hag's culture and brought new ones.
United fans have a disease, bro.
Yeah. In the place, same way. Lol. Anki said, "Don't tell me this British passport is saving trash for transfer talk. His attitude's pathetic. Doesn't want to cry. Doesn't want to run, cry, baby. Sell Rashford tomorrow. I'm sure. Big up to you, Larry. Big up, Larry says, "So Ugarte for Sporting versus Arsenal over 2 legs. I thought this is a good DM. I started watching Sporting matches to keep an eye on him. I saw the others. He's so bad, rash off and on the ball. And would you guys take an Alan Varela?
There you go. Alan Varela is a better DM than Ugarte.
Bro, that's 60.
I like
that's 60.
The more you start watching Ugarte, the less confident you become. Saeed, listen to me. Listen.
I've watched. That's what I'm saying. I've watched every single game, and I'm not less.
For what? For the
Copa?
Copa
America.
Copa is Mickey Mouse, man. That's Mickey Mouse. Don't trust that.
You know what you've watched? You've watched a guy that plays for PSG. Yeah. That this manager doesn't rate, by the way.
No, I watch the sporting games. PSG is not. I'm not
okay, Sporting is Sporting. Okay, cool. Fair enough, whatever. But people are going by saying, oh, but he failed at PSG. Do you realize this manager has only worked with Rodri and the best DMs in world football? You guys know that, by the way. This guy has a very specific...
Yeah, so he has an eye for good DMs.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I know.
Don't do that. Don't give Enrique that credit. Don't give Enrique that credit.
Yeah, he does. That's what I'm saying. Enrique, for me, he's on forward watch. But my thing is,
he's Spanish. You don't choose Rodri. He automatically was on the national team. And Busquets, Enrique, that guy's on Mickey Mouse watch, by the way. Enrique, I'm onto that guy because Fabian Ruiz left the shackles of Enrique.
I wanted him 2-3 years ago.
Another one. There you go. So Fabian Ruiz, I was saying, you know what? He's kind of looked dusty this year. I don't know if he's going to do much.
I agree.
And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing Fabian Ruiz as Napoli. Exactly the same for Ugarte. Anyone else? Oh my god, he was everyone. Ugarte was
the levels of
Euro.
No, I'm not gonna put them
the Euro levels are crazy higher than.
You know what it is, yeah. You know what it is. It comes down to, and listen, we spent too much on Ugarte here. My thing is, we're gonna get Dillit. We're gonna get Zirkzee. Yeah, we're gonna go and get Ugarte. Whether people like it or not, we're gonna go and get them. All of these sides are gonna come to Man United. Now, what does this Ten Hag, Rennie Hack, Van Nistelrooy, what do they do with them signings? Because right now, they're on fraud watch. They've only had one good signing.
Come on, Saeed.
Let me land.
What do you mean fraud watch, bro?
What are you doing, man? You're doing the sensationalism, man. This is sensationalism.
That was Rene Hockey and Rude fraud watch. They just joined like 2 days ago.
No, I'm not. Okay, sorry. Not Rene Hack and Rude by this frame. Let me clarify that. I'm saying the coaching team, yeah, at Man United, yeah, are on fraud watch. Not the two of that's coming, yeah. Them man there need to get the best out of these players. Whether we like it, whether Johnny down the road likes it, they don't like that player. I don't care.
I have a question.
I
have a question though. The coaching team that's on fraud watch left.
They left.
Okay,
new
but
goalkeeper coach, new attacking coach.
Anyone who anyone who comes into Man United right now, yeah, these coaches have to get the best out of these players.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. These players.
That's a fair statement. That's a fair statement.
It's a fair statement, right?
Crazy.
Why are we coming here saying, yo,
I think you meant to say like the jury's out. Because they haven't done anything to be called.
No, but what's pissing me off here is that we're giving excuses to these coaches. We're going on here saying this player's rubbish, this player's that. I get it. You can have your own kind of judgment. I understand that, yeah. But when they put that Man United shirt on here, we're gonna back them, yes or no? And then it's a fresh start in a fresh.
I need to go to Old Trafford, man.
If they don't sort themselves out, okay, they can have individual performances and bad errors. That's not down to the coaches. But if they're consistently doing the same thing and our overall team looking shit, I'm sorry, but I'm blaming the manager now. It's a cop out. Oh, but it's this, bro. Their manager comes in, gets it, because right now only Lisandro Martinez has done well for us. You name me a signing that's done well for us at United, apart from Lisandro. Okay, silence. There you go.
I wasn't even listening, to be honest.
I mean,
you're so fucking rude, Cash.
So it's like, you know what I mean? What's going on here, man? Like,
Rude,
what you mean? You know what I mean? I'll just kick you out, man.
No, Cass is on fraud watch.
I'll just do that.
Yo.
I said he's not even listening, you know. You just listen.
No. It wasn't even that, because I was just blinded by this Sam D report of McTominay, innit? You know, saying that he could probably leave, innit? I was flabbergasted by the news, innit, of McTominay leaving.
Rude Van Nistelrooy, the fraud.
Oh, that's the funniest one I've been on, man. Oh my god, I'm crying. I'm actually crying.
I'm listen, last year I went out. I'm cussing Mount out here. I should never really cussed him out. I was cussing him out, saying, what the fuck are we doing? But you know what? I'm tired of just cussing out players before they've come here. And then we're just giving an easy ride for the coaches to not get the best out of it. Oh, but you know what? Nobody really rated him. Bro, get these players playing, man. I'm sorry, man. These players need to go in and ball out, because everyone else, their transfers always do well. Do you know what I mean? Like, they get the best out of their players. But United is like, oh, yeah.
Mudryk worked out very well.
Yeah, Mudryk, okay, fair enough. Mudryk's, these are kind of anomalies. Like,
I get it, worked out very well.
Whatever.
But cool. Saeed, you also can't say everyone. You can't say all the players it's a clean slate, but then they're also simultaneously on fraud watch. It's
I said that the manager right now, Ten Hag, is on fraud watch because he's only got one.
Okay, so just Ten Hag.
Okay, the recruitment team, whatever. But I'm saying Ten Hag's the guy that
coaches everyone.
Him, yes or no? Ten Hag's the one that coaches him, you know?
No, I agree with you. I agree with the Ten Hag. Like, he's got to prove himself. But like the players that are coming in and like the hierarchy and all that stuff, they should get a little leeway, right? They're not immediately.
No, 100%. Because at the end of the day, they're bringing in players that we want to see. Like, okay, we might have our preferences here, but they're actually bringing in decent profiles of players. Like, you know, at low. Like, we're not spending crazy amount of money. Like, Zirkzee is what?
Would you say? Would you
million a year? You know,
maybe, yeah.
Like, let's
theoretically though. If Ten Hag's on fraud watch, then technically Ineos should be too, because they're the ones that decided.
That's what I was gonna say.
So whatever he does, the blood is on their hands, because they could have parted ways. They could have gotten another guy, but they chose.
That's another good point. That's a
whole. They're not on fraud watch, Ineos, but
and they're not.
They have to be not fraud, but they have to be watched. You have to know exactly what the plan is. But fraud watch is crazy. Like,
we're keeping that. We're keeping the
that was the funniest thing.
2 days in the job.
I'm dying, bro.
Literally. Over Verona only coming yesterday.
Yo,
not even
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, you're on fraud watch.
Tomorrow, Veronica's on fraud watch.
Now, I'm just saying, like, for me, though.
The guy started on the weekend too, bro. The guy didn't even start on the weekday.
You know what
is Sancho on fraud watch?
You know what it is?
He's on borrowed time. I tell you.
You know what it's like. Obviously, you go to a lot of the games. You spend your hard-earned money, double A as well, myself included, and whoever else it may be. Bro, there's so much. This is 10, 12 years of PTSD. Saeed's allowed to say that. You're so excited because it's like it's the last chance. Otherwise, we're just a spicy Nottingham Forest at this point.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
I actually feel guilty that I feel good about us doing good things. I expect it all to go wrong and go tits up, and I'm like, right, is this actually happening? Like, well, I planned a video today. Like, are United actually a serious club again? I put it in the group chat yesterday for Unfiltered. I'm like asking the question: Are we actually a serious club again? Like, because it feels like it, but because we haven't been it for so long,
it's
hard to know if I'm dreaming, if it's not actually real.
Do you know what I say to that? You know what I say to that? Anyone that's in the chat, and you support Man City, thanks for keeping the seat warm. It's time. Thanks for keeping it warm. We'll get our own bridesmaids, aka Arsenal, Liverpool. You could be our bridesmaids. We'll take you soon, innit? But one more year. Just saying.
Big up to anyone says get Ugarte and Manu Kone or Zubimendi. And also Larry says Alan Varela, Esquila, Palacios, Matt Swift or Zubimendi. All better options of value for money. Listen, I'm gonna move on from this midfield talk. I want to talk about Lenny Euro. I want Ziz to tell us that we're getting Lenny Euro, and you know what I mean. He's coming to United. What do you say is this?
I got a question though. Oh, first of all, this guy's like generational. Oh. He's like a freak.
Bro, listen, they don't want to know, man. I said that yesterday on the.
It was having you off yesterday on Mandem Talk about it.
No, it wasn't Mandem Talk. It was Best of the Rest.
All right,
saying he's gonna be the next big thing, and they didn't listen to me. But
listen, anyway, you don't even need to watch the football. If Real Madrid are moving for a teenager, you know to go in. Real Madrid are moving for a teenager. They're incredible. But I have a question actually. I saw Muppeteers post something, and I was kind of conflicted about it. Mm-hmm. Would you sign Lenny Euro, but give him a release clause after 2 years of 80 million?
What? Come again?
Wait. What's the either we sign if we sign him, we have to give him a release clause or don't sign him.
Yeah.
No.
I don't do.
I mean, someone's moving for that 80 in 2 years for sure.
That's 2 years. I expect something like that from Tottenham.
Yeah, I think it's like a culture thing. You can't do that here.
You have a come or you don't. Like, they're not doing this.
Yeah. I don't know why Muppeteers said that.
You know what the sad thing is? A lot of United fans agree with them. That's the sad thing. United fans have had this.
Slow down. They agreed with it.
Yeah, there's been United fans that have developed this disease of us bowing down to Real Madrid. No, obviously Real Madrid are the biggest club in the footballing world. I understand that, but Real Madrid have only taken our player once because the player wants to leave, and that was Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's an odd case because he's Portuguese and those guys adore Real Madrid from the
David Beckham.
Point. David Beckham cried when he left Man United. He didn't want to leave. Fergie basically told him get out. Ruud van Nistelrooy, he told him get out.
Gabriel Henze?
I think I've read United didn't want to sell him to like a rival Premier League club, so they told him to go to Spain.
He was such a cold player, man. I love that guy.
So that's what I'm saying. Obviously, now we're kind of getting their washed players like a Varane or Casmeiro in terms of like the older players. That's fine, but bro, if Lenny Euro comes and he leaves to Real Madrid in 5 years, that's calm. If he wants to move on, that's calm. But a release clause to allow them to come in 2 years' time because they don't want to pay up the 50 mil a couple years ago and just come get our player. I don't work with that. We're making
our fans are better than me. We love the club, man. We trust me. We love the club. We love the club here. You know what? This signing here for me, if it's to be the case for me, is detrimental. The fact you can get one over, it's a state. Yeah, exactly. For me, it's more of a statement. It's more exciting than Zirkzee. It's more exciting than Tony. This one, just getting the wall over Madrid will just say a lot for me about Ineos. I'm not gonna lie, because this guy was certain that he wanted to go there. But if he does come, obviously, if we love saying if these days in the transfer window, but I think that's definitely a bold. For sure.
Saeed, you were talking about the ethos. This move represents the ethos of Ineos for me. This window so far, working on multiple deals at the same time, speed, efficiency, we're not getting leaks of anything. Fabrizio dropped the tweet that Lille agreed already to the thing. How are we moving like this? It's Brent the way Everton's trying to be annoying about it. We're moving for Euro. We got them to agree.
I said dust that. We'll just go for someone else.
Exactly. That's what it is, man. It's efficiency. It's ruthlessness. I love it.
They used to twist our arms with these negotiations because they know we're desperate. Everton now are rejecting us, and then the next day we're gonna accept it for a bit somewhere else.
Yeah.
Now they have to think about it, and his camp has to think about it because they're going to be like, oh shit, if they land another player, then that means our guy's not going nowhere because no one is coming in for Brentwaite this summer with these fees if we're out of the market.
Never.
Once we got our center back, because no one else is coming in heavy this summer for a center back. So we're moving different. Bro, the fact that, by the way, Z said it perfectly, the fact that there's no leaks. Today, the Sancho news came out and no one had an idea. No one woke up today thinking, Saeed was waking up doing content today thinking about, what should I talk about today on the debate show? I promise you, in his top 10, wasn't talking about Sancho coming back. He probably had no clue that was going to happen.
100%, yeah,
This has been moving different. No.
Even with the manager thing, Staffy, the Athletic, when I read their breakdown after it all happened, we got to salary negotiations with De Zerbi and Tuchel. We got that far with them, and no one knew. No one. It's crazy.
Facts. No, facts.
And
Bro, some of the other managers that we were linked with. What's his name? The Portuguese guy from Fulham? Marco Silva. We had a meeting with him and no one knew. Who the fuck knew that until it came out later?
And it's for fans who love that sort of type of media, that love those leaks, that thrive off it. That's going to be sad for them. But for me personally, this is the best thing that's probably ever happened for Manchester United, because we've been, the worst kept secret. Every secret, everything that happens at Manchester United has been put out into the media for the last God knows how long. And to think that it's finally stopping is brilliant. And with Euro, talk on Euro, they're quick. The fact we've not heard anything yet. It's that old adage, no news is good news. Because from what you're led to believe, Real Madrid, like that, he was up. Real Madrid is the only people he wanted. And the fact we've had a bid accepted there. Lille are pushing for us, him to go to us because it's the money that they want and it's the higher fee. And from what you're led to believe now, he's moneyed the decision on what the player wants. And listen, I would love to have him. I think, again, like you've all said, generational talent. It's a midfielder that, listen, Real Madrid, for some reason, are the pinnacle. If we can steal a match, and it is a kick in the balls to them and the football world to let people know Manchester United are not mugs anymore. And I love the fact that we're leaving Everton, hopefully leaving Everton with a player that's unhappy, agreed terms with Manchester United, and now we're fucking off and going somewhere else and totally doing a 180. They've got a player now who wants to leave, and they've gone and balls his move up because they're being greedy. And I was having this with Everton fans on Twitter this week. Like, they're all saying, yeah, but
they exist.
Well, a couple of them. They may have been fit. I don't know.
No, they're acting like. By the way, they're acting like
he's our player. We deserve to say it's 70 million. No, that's not how it works, because the player's not worth 70 million.
We'll get him next year.
You might think he's that, but that's not what he is. So you need to accept what we're giving. If the player wants to go, the player wants to go, and the player power sometimes is always the way that these transfers work. If he kicks up a fuss, I think we get him for a decent fee.
I have a big issue with mid-table Premier League clubs, the fans, these last few months. I'm seeing like Adam Moore, Palace fans, I'm all of a sudden in the Super. I rate Adam Moore highly, but they think that Lewis Smiley and Adam Moore should deserve to be in the English squad over Kobe Mainoo. And Mainoo only is in the squad because he's Manchester United. Everton fans who play the cup chair to every other Premier League club that other than Manchester United, if City came in for Branthwaite, they'd be like, oh, yo, City want Branthwaite. Here for you, 30 mil. But United come through the door like, United, this club, 70 mil minimum. Bro, who do these guys, no disrespect to these clubs, but who do you think you are? At the end of the day, there is a higher. And if Braithwaite wants to come to Man United, there's been reports that he's
it's the same thing that happened with Ashworth. They told us pay 20 mil. Bro, I ain't paying 20 mil, bro. Give me that guy. Here you go, 2 mil, bro.
If I'm Braithwaite,
you guys.
I go to Everton, I put in that transfer request. Lil, I want them to tell any Euro, you either take United's offer or you're going to the under 18s for a year, because they can still do that to him. They can send him to the reserves. Bro, the money's on the table
this season. I like this.
The money's on the table.
The money is on the table to the under 18s because he didn't accept him.
That's some work. They do need money. Like, they can't afford to have someone like him walk away.
The alternative is they lose him for free next year. That's the alternative.
Bro, why didn't just force him out and say, yo, bro, get out, man? Like, Joe, like,
well, that's what Griggs saying.
You old school way, man. Get this brother out here and say, yo, listen, like, you're going on the 18s or something, like, bro, shut him up, man. Shut his brother up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, get this guy by any means.
Not enough people are talking about how evil Real Madrid are,
They
like,
are, man.
Even at the peak of the United Empire, peak of Fergie's powers, he wasn't getting the best talents in world football to run down their contracts every single year so we could sign them on freeze. You know how insane it is that they got Mbappe on a free? I know the signing bonus, whatever. This stuff is not supposed to be happening. These guys are evil. Evil.
It just happens.
It's not heritage. It's not heritage because it's only been happening in like the last 2-3 years. They never used to be able to do this. It's now that somehow
it's happening for the last 5 years. Though.
Real Madrid need to focus on getting some Spanish talent up in that bitch. Like we've got, bro. Let us have some, foreign talent, man.
Cats.
You have to get him because he wants us, man.
Sign Rodri, bro. Get Rodri.
Yeah, go
Carvajal, bro. Listen to your captain Carvajal, man. Listen to your captain Carvajal. He wants Rodri. Go focus on Rodri.
I want to know how much.
We sweep up Chouameni, 70 mil, easy deal.
That's what I'm saying. Nacho's gone now, so I'm just saying, innit? Nacho's gone. Go get a Spanish counterpart to go set back.
Bro, if we get Euro though, for real, like that is gonna be insane, bro. This kid
it's gonna be.
If we get Euro and then Branthwaite, bro, that's the best partnership in the next decade, bro.
Branthwaite, get De Ligt.
I'm really excited about the De Ligt deal, to be honest. I don't know if we want to talk about him at all.
No, 100%.
For 35 million.
Actually, what about Kajoglu as well? Apparently.
Yeah, we'll talk about
bring me my Mediterranean brother. Bring me my
he's cold as well. Him and Dallo can both play both sides, so that would just be
right for
man. That's what I'm saying.
And he's Dutch. And he's Dutch. It's cool.
Wait, side of his career final, didn't it, or something like that?
Yeah.
PSC's full.
I think De Ligt is going to be really solid for us, though. He's just solid, bro. He's just he's kind of just like the Harry Maguire replacement, but like 24 years old and like just insanely aerially dominant. Both he'd be a massive threat on offensive set pieces as well.
That deal's done, though, man. That deal's done.
I think I'm just excited. I think he's so solid. I think he's.
You know what it is with De Ligt? What you were saying about Ugarte, bro? Like with him just being a solid, good value signing. That's what I see with De Ligt. I don't think De Ligt is like a mind-blowing signing, but it's great value. Good age. 100%. He'll be a starter for a few years. My hold up with the whole Ugarte thing was he's gonna be a starter like for a while. He's only 24. Like I think we should be like a little more ambitious with what we do. I don't know, but I like De Ligt. I like De Ligt.
You know what my issue with Kajoglu is? Yeah, it's just like not only one thing. I like the fact that he can play right. If we get rid of Wan-Bissaka, we're gonna be a right back light. So when you got Malassa and Shaw, it kind of just makes sense. Shaw can cover left centre back if needed as well. Kajoglu's there, he can play right and left. Well, I just like left-footed left backs. I'm gonna be honest.
My issue is Malaski doesn't exist.
It's just that for me. It's the instant whip. It's the instant whippers for me. Just off the bat, left foot, whip it in. If someone's at the back post, none of you have to cut inside and then do something. Especially you are right about that.
The problem is we have no one that can really win headers. So it's get good.
That's why I want. That's why I want Gutierrez out of both of them personally, innit?
Jerome, the issue with Karagioglu is he played left back at Fenerbahce, but the helpful thing was that he had Tadic at left wing. And Tadic
he's rapid, but they're rapid as well, bro.
And Tadic was able to keep the width, and Karagioglu was able to invert. Obviously, because he's right-footed. At United, he can't do that because Rashford's at left wing. So Rashford's always gonna cut in. So you need that left hand. Like with options, but obviously, even if he comes, who tries to start on left back? So
let's play Anthony left wing, bro. That's a left-footed left wing. Right there.
Anthony got Flamengo to worry about. That's what we're going. That's his next destination.
Anthony might be left back.
With Paqueta.
Yeah,
Paqueta.
He's got
Anthony Paqueta 2-for-1 deal. Flamengo, man. They got a plan over there. That's what they gotta do. I've had enough of that guy, man.
Malassa still exists.
Yeah,
no, he doesn't, bro. Bro, he was like
NPC, bro.
Bro, Sancho returned to character before Malacia. Look what we're dealing with here. He doesn't exist.
Nah, it's mad. It's mad.
We need to buy a left back. People are talking about it's like a priority position.
Someone told me get Tyron. I'm taking him. I like him.
Tyron Mitchell.
I like him. Underrated.
Mitchell, man. Yeah,
good player.
Yeah, and apparently Kambala is he rejected the contract by the way? Kambala.
He did, yeah.
Apparently it's saying. Fair play though. He's rejected the contract. He wants to go and play his play. Like you know what I mean? I did say
United like link with
send him to under 18s, man.
No, but I did say though that I think he'll be the one to watch out to leave. I think Kambala, like I didn't see him like maybe thinking he's gonna
send him back to the academy, the reserves and that, man. Don't want to sign a new contract.
No, man. Yeah. Listen, you got to figure out your career, man.
Sign a contract.
Well, you
So-
played a handful of games in the first team. Don't start.
Wait.
Wait. If your attitude's like that, you can go back to the youth team. Fuck that.
That's what I'm
Why?
saying.
Why? No, I don't really agree with that.
You can't start
Why?
acting up yet. You can't start acting up when you've played a couple of games in the first team, like thinking.
No,
you're
but if he thinks his best for his career
I get
is that I don't want to be sitting on the bench.
that's calm, but then go
Yeah.
back to the youth team and then see your contract.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
okay
I
for
don't
you,
think-
but not Kamala.
Nah,
Nah,
but
there's a difference though. There's a difference though. No one made an offer to us for Kamala. No one's made an offer.
Only
they
loan
might
offers.
have though. French
Only,
clubs.
only loan offers.
I mean, if
You know
I
what I
was
mean?
him, I'd go to like an Ipswich. Kieran McKenna probably got a plan for him or something. But other than
Yeah.
that,
Here we go, Kieran McKenna again. Fucking.
My God.
Every day Ipswich, bro.
you see them signings we made. Whole city, Jacob Grease, Phil in.
Oh, now it's we.
One is quality.
We is crazy.
We have made.
I watched the
We have
championship.
Are you a tractor boy? You a tractor boy? Is that what it is now? Bro?
Bro, I don't know what the hell's going on in Ipswich. I've never even heard of
Championship got some talent, man.
Yeah, they get relegated, man.
Tell him, man. Championship got some talent, man. They don't really
Well,
listen.
that's what I'm telling you. United Scouts go to the championship. I can't know the names. I don't watch enough of the championship, but there's probably midfield talent in there. Maybe even
That Coventry midfielder, you know that Coventry
Borough.
midfielder. What's that
Ben
kid that
Sheep.
played against us? That
Well,
kid.
Archie Gray. Wait, who?
Ben
Coventry.
Sheep.
kid.
Ben
Yeah,
Chief.
yeah,
Ben
him.
Sheep, Ben Sheep,
Yeah.
Sheep, yeah.
He's a
I've heard
baller.
about-
Yeah.
I'm not bringing a kid called Chief to Man United. Sorry, mate.
Sheep,
saying?
not Chief.
Chief,
No,
Chief.
Chief, not Chief.
Ah,
Sheep.
Yeah,
HD.
yeah.
Yeah, yo, look at
Yeah.
Philogene. Went from whole city
Not
to
ready for the
championship
jokes.
football within a year. Look at the boy, man. Stop saying.
Raphael.
That's what Palace are doing. Palace's whole strategy is like getting youth from championship, and they're doing really well on it.
That's great. We got some ballers in our academy that can come up and do the same job rather than spend 50, 60 million quid, though. We got some good talent coming through, man. I'm not saying all of them are going to. Not all of them are going to shine at United. Unfortunately, you can't fit them all
I
in.
just look at Harry Amas, Toby Collier. I look at the kid that right wing. What's his name?
Shea Lacey.
Shea Lacey.
Manoto.
Lacey.
Noto.
I'd give Dan Gore needs another chance. I think.
I think so.
Ibrahimov or
I don't
whatever
I think
his name
Dan
is.
Gore's
Yeah,
alright,
Ibrahimov,
bro.
him. We got some good talent coming through. We
Jason
need to start
Sherrill,
selling some. But the thing is, same time, we need to start selling some of them for a
Eli
lot of money.
Harrison.
True.
Eli Harrison, the keeper. Yeah, bro.
I do wonder what this Harry Amas is going to happen.
Yeah,
with.
but
He just trained with us, but we didn't see him. Apparently, he's meant to be some serious left back, but I don't know. Even
I
a
just-
flex-
I wear his physical tools are not there yet for Premier.
I don't think so either. He looks a bit lightweight for me. Yeah.
Yeah, the
I think
Fletcher
he'll probably
kid,
start on Monday.
He's quality that Fletcher kid. He
Not
plays.
gonna lie.
Is he a 10? Is he a 10?
I heard he had a growth spurt, by the way. Jack Fletcher. He grew.
I heard Shea Lacey had a growth spurt too. I heard he's like 5'10". now.
Good.
Is
Even better.
it?
He looked like 5'2"
Shea
last
Lacey,
time.
Phil Foden regen, man. Come on, let's go. Same thing.
Man,
Even
if
Kyrie,
he can like
Kyrie,
fill out his body and be like decently
Kyrie
strong with
insane.
still like an agile, like frame, he can still move around. Man, that's a
Yeah, he'll
talent.
be him.
That's
I'm
a
interested.
crazy
You know,
talent.
I'm just hoping this year the B team isn't better than the A team.
Bro, that happened last year though.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm
It
saying.
won't
I
be
don't
for
want to
a
see that
while
again.
though, because you know what I mean. We won't see the first team like Sancho's, and apparently as well. What's his Zirkzee like? Is he injured or something like? Is that fake reports?
Fake.
Today saying that.
So
No,
he-
he's good.
He
he's
just
good.
played like 2 days
They
ago.
just, they just said
I'm
he
saying
got
that. I see
the
some
knee,
fake
the knee
reports
injury. The
today.
knee injury thing. It wasn't a knee injury.
So what's it? I don't get it, bro. Like
You got
that
sent
Samuel
back, bro.
Lucas, man. I tell you down. He just loves like writing lies about United, didn't it?
He said he was
goes, "No,
injured.
he's not gonna be ready for the.
I
he's
think
not
it
gonna be
was,
ready for the
I think
preseason."
someone mixed up his tweet. I think.
Oh,
so.
is he?
Yeah, I don't think that's what he said because when I went
That's
on
what
it,
I'm
it said
saying,
something
man.
completely different.
People are chatting shit, man. Do you know what I mean? So I think the preseason tour might be dead until about maybe Arsenal game when I'm over there. Do you know what I mean? And then maybe it might spice up a little bit. But the first couple are gonna be dead. Trust me. Where you?
I'm so
shaking
excited
your
to
head
watch it,
what's
bro.
going on?
Haven't sold
it?
my ticket yet. So
Oh, you haven't sold it yet? Wow.
Go in.
Crazy.
someone said
That
The
becoming
rumors-
by Ten Hag. Interesting.
rumors are saying I might keep it now that Sancho's going to be at the game.
Wow, that's
Oh my
crazy.
God.
This
But you know what it is
guy,
though,
boy.
yeah?
That's
The
good.
rumors might be right.
Sold out,
I
you know,
know.
it's not sold out.
I hope he doesn't play. I hope Staffy goes all the way to LA.
So you want me to travel?
Absolutely.
You want me to travel 6 hours not to see a player that I want to see? What kind of evil shit is this? You hate me more than a
Yeah,
god.
but the thing is though, you said you didn't want to go just because, you know what I mean? Like that's what they're saying in the
Yeah,
chat.
I
I was trying to avoid
yesterday,
Saeed, guys. That's what it was.
yesterday he
I
was
hear
well
it.
about selling the
I
ticket
hear it.
24 hours later. Is the energy has switched? Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But
By the way, did Omar not go to that game, Argentina game? He had 2 tickets, spare. Did he not go to that game?
Oh my!
He
Oh
had
my!
he had
God.
spare tickets. This
He
is
had,
no
no, he had
sense.
spare tickets to the game. He said, I don't know if
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
go.
This is news to CK. This is news to me. This is news to Staffy. This is
This
news
is
to
news
me.
to
Bro,
I've had
listen,
enough of this guy,
I
bro.
could be lying, but I'm telling you now. He
Let's
goes,
be
"Yo,
lying,
I
bro.
got tickets, man, for that game." He said
Let's
it.
get
That guy is a fraud site. By the way, today he was celebrating the Sancho news. Nah, tell him to stay on that side. When you see him on Tuesday, tell him to stay on that side because he was the first one to say, "Oh, he gotta go. I used to have his jersey, but now this, and that. Matoma this, Barnes that, and now he's celebrating." Okay, bro, we see it.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah, it's
Who's
crazy.
that? I'm gonna be
Please,
in the chat. I'm gonna be pressing him in the chat.
please let us sell Scott McTominay, man.
Cristiano
please.
Ronaldo. By the way, Desiree. Oh yeah. This is what I want to talk about. Xavi Simmons. I know he's with us today, yeah, but there was this.
decision time.
Xavi
Decision
Simmons.
time.
But you know what it's done, yeah. Xavi Simmons or Desi Doué. I'm gonna go through every single one of these. Double A. Xavi Simmons or Desi Doué.
Doué. I think it suits us better.
Xavi Simmons or Xavi Simmons? Which one do you want?
Well, I feel like I can't pick against myself, right?
Yeah.
I gotta rep my twin. I think
We know what you
Doué's
wanna
top though. Doué's insane. Like,
Is
but
this what you
Xavi's
saying?
equally good.
I like Xavi Simmons. I feel like he's such a good fit for Bruno to replace him.
Michael, what are you saying?
Do it.
Doué, Stuffy.
I haven't seen much of Doué, but the little that I saw of him, he was pretty cold. So I'll say Doué.
And then Cass.
Bun all of them. Just get Eze.
Wow.
Let's
That's
man.
just controlling, bro.
Has to be different. Can't go along with
Listen,
it.
you have to just change it. You have to
You want
change
Brexit? Go get Brexit.
You know, Cass be the type, bro. Cass be the guy on that plane when they say beef or chicken. And he was like, "Oh, let me get salmon."
Liver.
Like, bro, what do you got fucking salmon, bro?
I want
Answer the question, bro. Just pick one of the two.
No, man. If one is probably haram, and second of all, yeah, everything else that you said, Xavi Simmons and all that. I know you want to do all of that, but I swear they're quoting him mad price for him. And Doué, I don't know much about him.
How much do they want for it, Doué? How much do they want for
Would
it?
you say alone? Do you say?
Xavi Simmons alone. Xavi Simmons alone deal.
Get me
Oh,
Xavi Simmons.
no.
Get me Xavi Simmons right now.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? You know what it is for me? The only thing is it's a little bit too Dutch going on now. Like it's a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a little bit
Bro,
sus.
bro,
Yeah,
have you not-
Yeah,
have
it's
you
crazy.
have you not seen the new home shirt as well? It's got orange on it. Have you not
Nah,
noticed
you're
it?
joking.
Like,
For real?
They do us
Bro,
on the
It
side.
is like orange,
the
yeah.
bit here.
And the away
really
kit is
light
blue.
red,
Nah,
like
bro.
orange.
The away kit is
The
blue,
way
bro.
kit looks
the
like
blue
the
one,
Dutch
yeah,
flag,
yeah,
because it's
yeah,
red,
yeah.
white, and blue.
The only good thing is that out of this dead Dutch generation, the two talented players in Zirkzee and Simons could be at United. So at least we pick out the best of the bunch.
They feed off each other quite well as well, you know.
And De
Even though
Ligt.
Xavi
And
Simons,
De Ligt.
even though Xavi Simons didn't have the best of Euros, I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't.
Nah, he was.
impressive.
It looked overrated.
He was
in the tournament.
fine. I
he's calm.
think he's like a year away from being like
I still think we should go and get. If
Really
we're gonna
good.
go and get a 10 or guy that can also feature off the left or whatever, I think Eze's just right there with the release clause.
They just lost Elise though, bro.
Yeah, but there's a release
tough.
clause, right? Like I said, there's a release clause right there, and I don't think it's one installment either, like straight up cash.
I hear it.
Eze's top. I like him a lot.
I
like-
wouldn't complain about it. I wouldn't complain about Ezzy. So if you get either,
I'm gonna say one more name if you don't mind. Can I say one more name? People are not gonna like it, but I think he
Yeah,
fits a
go
good
on.
profile. Morgan Gibbs White is so good.
Oh, God.
I like it.
He's so good.
I just have never.
So
I feel like he has like. I feel like he's like you either hate him or you love him.
Yeah, basically, I just feel like he's so
I
underrated.
rate him. I'm not gonna lie. I think in the better
cold.
team,
I think he's pretty underrated.
He
on that.
eats, he covers ground. I think he's just a lot like we need. Is he going to hit mad potential like a Ez? I don't know, man. He's in that bracket for me anyway.
You know what, though? Xavi Simmons there. I think I need more from him, though, man. I can't lie, man. I just
He looks
I
like he's
worry
going to cry
about-
all the time.
I worry about him that he could end up
He
being like,
does. He
Joao
makes that
Felix,
face,
in
yeah.
terms of like being positionless. Like Xavi Simons is very versatile. He could play pretty much across the front three, except like striker, play left wing on the right in the 10. Kind of like how Joao Felix did. Obviously, he's a lot more talented than Joao
Yes.
Felix, but
There's one name.
those kind of guys
reminds
get
me of?
lost.
There's,
Those
What
guys
he
can get
reminds
lost.
me of, and not necessarily in the way that they play, but his upcoming as a footballer. It reminds me a lot of Odegaard with the hype that he had in Madrid, and then he couldn't really hit it running until he met Arteta and went to Arsenal, and it kind of clicked for him. He reminds me of that a lot because I remember seeing footage of Xavi Simons since he was like a little kid in the Barca academy with the armband and the afro hair and all that stuff. So he's been on the scene for a minute, and he's still pretty young. How old is he? Isn't he like 20, 21 right now?
21.
that's man.
I have another name, by the way. I have another name.
Don't say,
by the way.
don't say Omar.
But he's gonna say
Don't
Mateus
I
Cunha, bro.
Don't say Omar.
I was gonna say because I saw in the comments, Danny Olmo. He's been
No,
with us before.
Danny
no.
Olmo.
I
What's
threw
his-
the name out. I threw the name out there. I'm just saying.
What's
I don't
the
think
issue
that
with
will
Dani
get-
Olmo?
You know what is me? You know what is for me? Yeah, I think I think I think some names that we mentioned are better than him. Like I think he's a solid player. Like don't get me wrong. I think the price ain't actually that bad. I wouldn't say no personally. Let me be honest. He had a couple good games. People are doing flavor, like the latest flavor and all that. He's a good player, man. I'll be honest. He's a good player. He's solid. But I like Eze and what the other lot offer more than what Olmo does personally. I think there's a lot more physicality. I think there's more physicality to them players other than Simmons. To be fair, I think Simmons got more of a goal threat than Olmo. What he offers. I don't know.
An injury record as well. Isn't quite bad?
Yeah, that's my biggest.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not massive. I just think he's a good player, innit? Personally, he's 26. Was he 26? 26?
Yeah,
26. I don't think you're going to see much more out of what you're seeing.
The one thing that he has over all those other guys as a 10, he's much better than them as a 10. I think he's a pure 10. He's a pure 10, in my opinion, and he's better than those.
Ryan is cold as well, man.
I said stop mentioning Arsenal players, bro. You're not getting anyone, man, right now.
I've had enough of those guys too, bro. I've had enough of those guys. Those guys yesterday were laughing at Zirkzee signing, like they don't employ Kai Havertz.
Bro, they got Kai Havertz.
I'm trying to have fan base too, bro.
And Jesus.
They're trying to get third choice keeper, man. They can shut up, man. What are they on?
Yeah,
bro, every year they're in for a new keeper. I don't understand. I've never seen anything like that. Every year,
go buy another defender. You had the best defense in the league last season, and you still lost.
Hybrid defenders, bro. It's everyday hybrid defenders. Everyday third choice keeper. That's the whole transfer agenda at Arsenal Football Club.
Go buy an LCM, bro. It's literally what you needed for the past 3 years. They just don't do it.
Go get some goals in your front lines. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jesus saying it. Apparently, was.
Varane going to Como, man, guys.
So is Pepe, right? So is Pepe Reina.
Bro, they're getting bare, like, you know what I mean?
Moreno as well. It used to be at Liverpool.
Moreno, what's going on here, man?
Apparently, Martial as well.
Moreno.
What is Fabregas cooking? Interesting. Interesting.
Let me get it up. But yeah, Varane, fair play. I don't know, man. I thought he would have maybe gone chosen another club, but yeah,
never should have left. Never should have left.
Yeah, maybe they got wages. What's the situation over there? Like, they got big wages over there?
Nah, he's took a pay cut.
Yeah, there you go then. So
he's been promoted, haven't they, to the Serie A?
Yeah, there you go. Even Martial as well. I think he's getting a few clubs as well. You know what I mean?
Apparently, he rejected English offers.
Yeah.
What a guy, bro.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Do you know what I mean?
Quickly, I wouldn't blame him.
Base amount, yeah. Do you think his shirt should be taken off him?
100%. Get rid of it.
Do we all agree, or should just keep it, or
no? Get rid of it.
It's better for him. It's better for him.
Do an Antonio Valencia. Go back.
Even Owen, I think.
19's free now, so go and take 19.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd like to give him a team from another a shirt from another team. To be fair, that'd be the best solution.
Who should get number 7 shirt?
No one.
Garnacho. No, joking.
Yeah, listen. If Garnacho got the 7, it would be World War III, mate.
Give it to Kobe, man. Get that Kobe of it.
Nah, I don't think that suits him.
I heard that. I don't like that shot. Why would we give
that? Honestly, just let him be 37 forever. 37.
Yeah, exactly. Kobe either keeps the 37, or the moment Casmeiro leaves, that 18 goes to Kobe Mainu, because that's
do you know I think he does?
That's more reasons to want him out now.
If England win on Sunday, he takes 26. Because that's the shirt he's wearing at the Euros.
That's free too, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I do like the new age of football. Like the Fodens, the Trents, they have their own jersey number. I wouldn't mind the Kobe.
I don't like make that number 7, man. It's not right. It's not right at Man United. It's not right at Man United. It really isn't.
It's a curse, man.
It's an attacker's number. It's an attacker's number, man.
But it's not been great since Ronaldo, and I don't think. I think it's right. Retire it like Bellingham shirt, man. You know what I mean? Like, just retire it.
Retire it. No, stop it, man.
Bro, it's true, man. Like, bro, who's done well in that shirt since Ronaldo?
Everyone's been shit.
Everyone's been shit since, regardless.
Everyone in every number's been shit, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
I like 37 for Kobe. I think
I don't think he'll be here, man. By the way, one of them will be number 9 as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Number 9.
Wait, who was Hoyland? Number 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of that too, man. I don't like strikers number 11. It's weird.
I don't like Zirkzee wearing the number 9. I don't like Zirkzee wearing the number 9.
That gives me optimism, though. Why would they give him the number 9 if he's not gonna have like a main role, right?
He's number 19. Number 19.
What's Hoyland? Hoyland number
11.
He'll probably stick with 11.
Yeah, he's gonna stick with 11, of course.
Bro, just play good football. You can wear whatever jersey you want. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly, man. Who cares, man? Trust me, man. Just play good football, man, and then, do you know what I mean, man? They could have 93 at the back, man. As long as they score goals.
What's Saeed's number?
Like, who really cares, man?
He wore the 10 for Milan.
10, number 10. Yeah,
Man.
you know that's where number 10 shirt should be. Take off Rashford, man.
Ugarte better not get a number under 40.
Hey?
40 is crazy.
Ugarte better not get a number under 40.
Why? What's wrong with that?
The guy I hate is mad, you know.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Bro, listen, Fred walked, so people like
I'm not being
Ugarte
funny.
I'll never forget.
When you're glorifying Onana, don't stop. Just stop.
Your Onana, brother, Cass, your Onana takes, man. I can't do it.
I don't get how you can rate Manu Kone and not rate Amadou Onana.
Like, it doesn't make any sense what you're saying.
Is 10 times the player this brother is. I don't give damn. Don't ever say anything. Don't say he's in Gladbach. Bro, last time I checked, Gladbach finished higher in their league than whatever it did in this league. So stop it. Don't do that. You done that comparison before. It was shocking. Manu Kone.
You just said Manu Kone is 10 times. You know what 10 times the player?
Bro, the guy is so press resistant, and he's got so much to his game. Like, and I don't know. Look. I can hear the similar differences. I agree on that part, right? But Manu Kone is a midfielder for what I like for midfielders to do. Yeah, man, it's calm. Like I think he offers that a little bit more, and he's a lot cheaper.
Why is no one in for him then, Cass? If he's so good, this is just a genuine question.
I mean, Liverpool won them last year. I don't know. This year we'll see what happens in it. Liverpool, Man United, we won them a couple of years ago. I think he's a solid buy, man.
Because he's not good enough at the things you like from him. That's why. That's why top teams are not in for him.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't always mean if a top team isn't in, doesn't mean they're not good. Is that what you're going off your basis sometimes? It's not always the case. It's not always the case.
Just like he's not good enough at the things you like from those types of midfielders. There's better people at that.
I like people that like good football and good footballers, man. To be honest.
Yeah.
Man, there's gonna be some South American kid at the favelas.
Yeah, go grab one of them as well.
No, stay away from Brazilians.
Yeah.
Wait, who's that? By the way, who's that Colombian? I think he's number 6 or whatever. Who's that Colombian midfielder they got? That balled up.
Rios is the baller, man. Rios.
Bro, that guy, bro. I swear.
He's a baller, man. I don't know if it's this. You know about that Rios kid?
He plays in
first I'm seeing of him. He actually looks pretty decent.
Very good, man. Palmeiras. Very good player, man. He's a baller, honestly.
You know, he looks like an issue, though. One more. That Stalvo looks like a problem.
Bro, he is
a problem. Esteval, sorry. Yeah, him.
Man. Esteval, man.
I'd say I'm not on here to pretend I watch ballers like other man in it. I'm just going to say in it. Let's be real. 99% of players that gets mentioned on this show alone, people have never watched him.
You know, by the way,
hey, brother.
Bro, let me tell you
what his name is, but he is disgusting.
Guys, there's a couple of ballers in the Premier League that people are not knowing about. This kid that they bought from Celta Vigo, that Larson kid, you know what I mean? Like he's gonna be a player up front.
Esteval.
Is he called Larson? Is he called? I don't know. Wolves signed him. Is he called Larson? They got a Portuguese kid. They got Lima. West Ham bought that Guilherme.
No, you don't. Tottenham's project. Tottenham's looking good.
Yeah.
I'm so mad they got Archie Gray.
Everyone's buying talent.
That's the perfect Kobe partner, bro.
Man. Yeah, Strand Larson. You might not heard of him.
He's
Norwegian striker.
I've heard of him on FM.
Bro, they bought this Portuguese kid as well. It's meant to be the next big thing as well. So, bro, like people are buying little gems and that. You know what I mean?
West Ham bought Paqueta, and he changed their lives when it comes to Brazilians. Because every single day now, I see West Ham linked to Brazilians. Every single day. Now.
Yeah.
They got one taste, and
see all this talent, and you guys are trying to get me another year of Casmeiro.
They don't even play in the same position, bro. Relax.
That's actually sad, bro.
This guy, like, how have you brought him back to Casmeiro, man?
Yo.
I'm just saying.
See that them middle three there? Absolutely.
Yeah, man. The Casmeiro haters, man.
What happened to that Norwegian right winger that was
Nusa?
Antonio Nusa, him. What's happening with him?
He has like a back. He has a back thing.
Yeah.
Bad what? Sorry?
Back injuries.
Back.
Norway have got some silky young ballers coming through.
Yeah, man.
They didn't qualify for the Euros. It makes no sense to me at all how they didn't qualify for the Euros.
Also, I think United should have went in for that Georgia striker as well, man. He's a talent.
Didn't he go to Monaco?
Yeah, he went Monaco.
Monaco, man. But yo, he's impressed me, man. I can't lie, man. He's
buying players based off like Euro.
He's already in the
Premier League. He's one of them, like, yo,
performances, just like.
He was
Now,
playing on
he's
Ajax.
one of them, like, yo, you can take a gamble on him, man. Trust me. Take a gamble
Here,
on him.
I don't know. To me, he feels like a player that like he wouldn't thrive at a big club. He's the kind of guy like at the small because when he went to
small
Ajax,
club.
he was lost. He didn't know what to do at Ajax.
Monaco's going to
Went
cook,
back to-
man. Monaco
back
back
to
in the
Nets.
Champions League. They're back in the Champions League now. They've got a couple of young talents there as well. So
You know
watch
what
out for Monaco,
you
man.
know what I think-
Monaco Hive, we're back. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
if there's one name I feel that's gonna thrive this year. That's probably gonna go under. I think Oscar Bob's gonna have a good season. You know, he's gonna get more
Oscar Bob,
minutes.
Oh, we get game time, though. Will it?
I think he
all I'm saying to Oscar Bob is if City always complain about if you complain about playing time, there's a door open for you at Old Trafford. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
to
he's
Oscar
so
Bob.
He won't
good.
try
Man.
it.
He's dumb. He's dumb, man.
See,
Obviously.
Jason
never allowed
Wilcox,
to do
bro,
that.
Jason Wilcox got a plan for us. Don't worry. He recruited him to City. All it takes is a little bit chirping in the ear.
City bought another kid today as well, innit? Who did they get? City Group. So bought some another kid.
City Hype.
Do you know about him, CK?
No, I just said City Hype.
Oh, City Hive. Okay. Now they bought some new. I don't know who it is, but bro, listen, they're getting the talent, though, man. Whatever we say about them, they're still. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? So we got to be.
We know
I think that's a big step for me from Ineos. Is that this Ineos need to go out and find the South American market. Go tap into that market, man. Because there's some ballers there.
Do we-
Or-
do
or
we-
they're
If
on-
they don't do it, what Saeed? Fraud watch.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You know what it is, Saeed?
All I'm saying is they've gone to the South American market so far, and they're
Oh.
bringing back Ugarte. So they need to kind of fix up the
Oh,
Hey,
South.
he's meant- that guy there is meant to be a wonder kid. That Echerevi guy.
Echerevi.
That's a very.
Yeah.
What do you call it though? I think screw the South American market. The French market is where it's at. These guys
said that
produce
as well.
top talents every single day, and I don't like multi-club ownership at all. But if the Nice thing works out like they think it's gonna work out, we get like people loaning out there or people like really prepping to make the Premier League. League One as well, the French league, it's the closest thing stylistically. Like pace-wise, pace is a little slower, but physicality is very high, and all their top talents transfer so well to every other league. We gotta like look at that market. They got so much there.
I thought Ineos were looking to sell Nice, no?
No, apparently, Jim Ratcliffe said no in that.
It was
Bloomberg
really-
interview.
Yeah, apparently.
I just don't think. Well, I don't think United Nice will ever like kind of like transfer players.
I don't think they can. I think because they're so high
it's not
profile.
Oh, this was dumb. This was dumb.
This is dumb, bro, man. I don't know why
Yeah.
United are
That
not
was
in.
crazy.
Bro, like,
United fans would hate Shirky within like 2 months. I probably.
I know, they would.
Pogba vibes in it. That's you know what I mean.
Yeah,
They wouldn't know what to do.
automatic.
They wouldn't know what to do with it.
Watch him, guys. He's gonna be at the.
So that's the motherfucker they say I look like.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah, you
twin.
do look like him, man.
I
What?
don't look like him.
Why do people say I look like Lenny Euro?
Staffy, you're better looking, mate.
Who?
Don't worry about it, bro. It's
Who?
all good.
You look
Double
like
like
Lenny
we
Yoro.
moved it. I didn't want to say it.
Euro,
but
bro.
we
I
know.
Just confirming it, bro. That's all. I'm just confirming
Say
it.
that again.
Saeed
Lenny Yoro
looks like
who?
Euro.
I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying in the
Yoro
chat.
looks
Who's
like
saying
Somali,
that,
bro,
man?
I'll be honest.
Who's saying that?
Someone
Bro,
said you like Euro.
Euro doesn't look
Yeah,
Somali.
yeah,
now
yeah.
you said that.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah.
is right.
Yeah.
Someone is trying
East
it
African
hard.
anyways. He looks East
That's what I'm
African for
saying,
sure.
man. They need to allow it, man. They need to allow it. But I think for me, man said Euro looks Somali. He does look Somali.
He
To be
does
fair.
look Somali. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. But for me, I can't lie. We just need to sign some talent, man. Yeah, I mean, like, bro, it's gonna be a long season. So get some players in. If we get Lenny Euro, delete. Let me ask you a question. Yeah, I know it's too early. Yeah, Lenny Euro, delete Kodioglu, Zirkzee,
Easy for you to say.
Ugarte. Who else is there? Yeah, Ugarte. And what other midfielder would United get? Let's say it's one of the
Amrabat.
Does he do it? Yeah, Amrabat. Yeah, let's say Amrabat, safe option. All of them. How much? What are you giving out of 10?
I still
Eight,
think we
nine.
like barely
Solid
scrapped
eight.
top
That's a
4.
solid eight, I think.
That's a 7.
7.
7.5.
Yeah.
I think the midfield part.
Actually,
If we got
Travis
Tony,
Travis
it's
will-
a 10. I don't give a damn. You can't get everything in one window, unfortunately. innit?
Euro and Zirkzee, that's like a 9, bro. That's a 9. I'm taking
Yeah.
that.
9, yeah.
I think our
I'm not gonna lie.
our window it's
Amrabat
going to be
brings it
judged by
down,
the
that's all.
outgoings more.
that'll be a
Because
solid 8.
if I'm
These
being
are such
honest,
young top talents, bro. We're letting our window come like 3-5 years from now, man.
I
I'm
can't
not gonna
lie.
lie. Lenny Euro, like that's already like an 8 out of 10 window. Just
Yeah, it's
security.
insane. I'm not.
That's-
If you,
Oh,
can
that's
get,
insane.
if you can get rid of McTominay, for me already, it's a 10 window.
Yep.
I can't
why.
stand him.
So I
I'm
put
a
that
liar.
comment again, bro. Bro, when have I never said I'm a hater? I wear that shit proud like a badge every day, bro. I'm one of the biggest haters out there, bro. Check out my channel.
Walk the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Oh.
The day Casmeiro leaves, I'll do a celebratory fucking video on my channel.
Who's this guy, Lidstrom, man?
I'll celebrate.
Yeah, I just see that now. Yes, Lindstrom.
Yeah.
Who signed that other winger from? I saw it earlier.
Is he any good, Sophia? Let us know.
Philogene? I don't know what his name is.
That's the best dribbling in England.
Jadon.
Who did he go to?
Villa. They activated his buyback right.
Interesting.
He's one of the best 1v1 dribblers in England. Ridiculous.
You know what? If you're wrong, yeah, I'm coming from Kieran McKenna. You know that, innit?
He's not
because you said he scouts good. You said he scouts good ballers. No, because I remember they were going to go Ipswich, going to go get him. If he ain't going to work out, I'm going to say it's Kieran McKenna's talent ID looking.
He also scouted Greece's best player. So McKenna knows ball, man. Trust.
Fair enough. I trust you.
Why are they selling him Napoli, man? I don't get it. Is it just money? Or do you reckon it is? Let's see what old he is.
I think he had a bad year.
Conte Conte don't play with wingers, does he? Really? He plays with strikes and wingbacks.
Man, their sporting director, De Laurentiis, that guy's a rat. He could have made 100 mil from Osimhen last year, and I think the market's closing for him. It's gonna be much smaller now.
No one wants him.
Oh, sorry, he's Danish. Oh shit, I thought it was Norwegian.
The flag.
Wait. Apologize to Scandinavia now, Saeed.
Yeah, Scandinavia. Yeah, apologize. I can't lie. I thought I said Norwegian. But yeah. Anyway, we move. Was he even playing for Denmark in the in this tournament?
I'm not sure.
They didn't play with wingers.
They didn't play with wingers, to be fair. No. Yeah. We'll see, man. But yeah, you guys said 7, 8 out of 10. Cool. Say no more. We'll see. But listen, people, we're gonna wrap up here, man. It's been a good show, man. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Like I said, man, it's all about opinions. It's a debate show. I know you lot in the comments are gonna go wild. Oh, this guy here, this yank don't know football. But listen, it's all about opinions, isn't it? You know what I mean? We're all here to give our opinions.
I don't think anyone even said that. So you just
No.
How you getting that what he really thinks, you know? That's dirty.
To be fair, they did say that in the chat.
Listen,
I'm joking.
I didn't want to put them out there. You know, bro, Yanks no ball, man. Like, I don't bring on Yanks.
I got my Greek passport anytime they want to see it. I got my Greek passport anytime.
Bro, I'm tired of English people telling me about food. I have got 7 AFCONs. I'm the king of Africa. You can't even win a Euro, bro. Win 1 Euro, or maybe I'll sit on the table.
I have more Euros in England to be determined after Sunday, but as of right now, I have 1 minute.
To be fair, Greeks, 1 minute you're Greek and 1 minute you're American in them. You just switch up.
I'm always Greek.
Saeed, that is the beauty of being dual nationality. You can pick and choose.
That's it, man.
You want, bro.
Yeah, like double A thinks he's Brazilian,
Jamaican, Irish. Hey, listen, Kobe Mainey's making me English again, so I ain't even bothered. If they win Sunday, you better believe I'm English to the core. It's coming home, bro. It's coming home.
You're not allowed to. You're not allowed this.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
You're not allowed to do this. I'm sorry, man. You're
I'm getting an England shirt with Sancho on the back. How about that? I
like that idea.
Word to Stafford. You know what I mean?
And these guys are funny, you know.
I find it very. By the way, I find it very disrespectful that we sat here for 2 hours. And not once did we mention Sir Johnny Evans' contract renewal for 1 more year.
We did.
Oh, did you? Did I miss it? All right, maybe when I walked away.
Listen, yeah, you walked away. I missed
Johnny
that.
Evans, you know.
Johnny Evans.
We talk about Sir Johnny Evans. We talk about his name in full respect. He completed the set. He has more Champions Leagues than certain men's clubs. So, like, when they laugh about it, what are you laughing about? That's still more Champions Leagues.
The whole set, innit? He's got every trophy.
He has the whole set. So, certain men can't speak about his name, bro. Listen, sir,
it's mad, bro.
Evans, if you want 2, 3, 4 years, bro, you can stay, bro. I have no problem with that.
Oh, 100%.
There you go, man. Listen, people, we're going to redirect to Griggs. Griggs is going to go live right now. I want everyone to go raid it.
Tune in for the hate.
Yeah, exactly. And then Stuffy still hasn't reached 5K. You lot are a disgrace, man. We have 900 people here. And how many? Less than 50 can't subscribe over?
Even I don't think the Casmeiro hate really.
I guarantee. All you got
to enamored yourself to the chat.
Yeah, my Casmeiro agenda didn't really it wasn't a good pitch.
Next time you got to pull up with Double A got to lend you a Brazil jersey. You pull up with the Casmeiro jersey.
Guys, listen, Casmeiro is the best 6 in the world. Fuck Rodri. Fuck all this bullshit. He's the best 6 in the world. I'm just joking. He should stay. Give him a contract.
There you go, man. Double A got a jersey for it. Whatever agenda you want to play.
Any jersey, by the way.
That's a sick one. Ronaldinho 18. That's
So that's,
great.
that's,
Did you-
that's,
what do you-
R9. So that's
you
R9
score
when he was
something?
Ronaldinho
That's
in 94.
94, isn't it? World Cup.
94. Yeah, man.
Nah,
Don't
I'm
make
not
the
gonna lie,
light
that
there
jersey's
anymore.
tough. That's
But
really
how'd you get
tough.
Ronaldinho on the back though?
So there's the story. So Ronaldo
Got it from-
R9
got
in
it
the
from
94
Thailand.
World Cup had to be called Ronaldinho because he was a defender called Ronaldo. So this is R9
Oh.
jersey.
Oh, this is R9.
Yeah, man. He had to be called
That's
Ronaldinho.
mad.
First. Yeah, man.
So what does Eno actually mean? Son of, basically.
Smart, little Ronaldo.
Oh, little. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Nah, big up,
That's a
big up,
tough
man.
jersey. I would never wear
See,
that jersey. a day in my
I
life.
am
I'm
Brazilian,
just-
Cass. So screw you, bro.
Oh, by heart.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. He's Brazilian. I mean, he's just wearing Jamaica right now, but it's
Yeah,
what it
all right,
is.
then, all right, then
Listen,
all right, if that's the case, I'm Somali.
Bro, Cass is gonna get an ancestry test on Sunday when England lose. He's gonna try to
You
find
say-
a-
you say
I don't need it.
ancestry.
I'm half. Look, I was winning anyway, regardless.
What's your other half?
Dutch and actually Spanish. So there you go. How about that?
Okay.
Spanish.
So you're winning anyways on the weekend.
I'm winning regardless, but
Mm.
I support England more. I'm not like double A, and I'm not on fraud watch. You know what I'm saying?
We're all on
Listen.
fraud watch, bro.
Cass gonna be-
Bro,
Cass gonna
everyone's on
catch
fraud watch, man. But
See
guys,
what you
guys,
started, Saeed.
yeah, man. Guys, follow Double A, follow State of Footy, follow Staffy TV. Please get him to 5K. Griggs, we're gonna go redirect to this Poms as well. He's on TikTok as well. Follow him. You know what I mean? I don't know if that will get clipped. Benzema, and you know what I mean? He might have been out of context TV tomorrow.
Is this me cooking on Twitter? I'm not gonna lie. I see.
Nah, he's cooking. He's cooking. Go check his tweets out, man. He's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing. Yeah, I mean, look at him getting gas now, man. But listen, Kaz, big up to you. Never a foul. Make sure you follow Never a Foul. I'm sure they're live tomorrow as well with transfer news and whatnot. So go follow them. But yeah, guys.
DMs, bro.
Yeah,
I replied, bro. Go check Twitter.
I'm doing a show.
guys. Go over to Griggs' channel. Let's raid Casmeiro hater, man. Let's raid that. Let's raid it.
Ugarte.
And say,
Ugarte.
and
Go
Ugarte is the guy.
spam Ugarte over there.
Yeah.
Ugarte.
Ugarte.
Uruguay flags as well.
Yeah, Uruguay flags as well. Yeah, there you go.
man.
Guys, we're out.